gentlemen, it is time for your Pittsburgh Steelers to take on the Philadelphia Eagles in the battle of the Pennsylvania team of choice. And today, I don't know about you guys, but I choose the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm probably going to look like an idiot. I'm very aware of that. But it's all good. It is all good. Change of the guard here, folks. We're switching it up. We're switching it up. I can't believe I'm saying this. I believe in the Steelers today. I don't know why. I'm probably going to look stupid, but I'm telling you now. If this team plays well and they end up winning this thing, I am going to go absolutely crazy. I'm going to go crazy. Partially because I have a ton of caffeine running through my body, so I'm going to be animated today. But if the team performs poorly, well, it's just going to be the same old, and I'm really not going to get upset about it. So, Danielle says you're not the only one cold. I have faith. I have faith. Maybe I'm just crazy. I haven't slept very much. I'll admit that. So that plays a little bit of part into this as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first things first, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But if you're not new, make sure you hit that like button. Or if you are new, hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button right now. Let's try to get this stream going, man. The Steelers streams have had a slow start to the channel, with the return as expected. But hopefully today I can provide you guys with some entertainment, and I will be checking in with you guys throughout the stream, responding to your questions, responding to your comments, responding to your reactions. This is not just about me. This is about you guys. That is what this watch party's for. So I will be giving you guys the play-by-play to the best of my ability. You guys know how I do. If you don't want to listen to the commentary on your screen, I will gladly provide you with an alternative voice. So hopefully the mic sounds good, by the way. Let's see. Make sure that is running. I need to get my output connected. There we go. Drag that there. Start the game. And we're good. All right, we're set up there on the scoreboard. That's ready to rock and roll. E-Money says Joby and Levy Wallace and no kicker. Yeah, it sucks. There's going to be a lot of things that are not good for this team coming into it, but I have faith. I have faith. Again, I might just be slightly crazy as well. Danielle says if we spam this chat, there will be people coming in. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully that's the case. But you know what? You know what's important right now? For those who are tuned in, and I don't know the number because it's not in front of me at the moment, it could be like 3 people. I don't know. But if it's 3 of you, I just want to say you guys are absolutely amazing, and I thank you for choosing to tune into this live stream. I know it's a little different than what you probably see elsewhere, but again, I'm going to do my best to provide you guys with the most entertainment I can give, and I need to get these tabs closed, with the exception of that one. And I want to pull up the watch party. Or not watch party, the freaking stream. Jesus. I think the Steelers are playing on CBS today. I could be wrong. Eric says, I like this channel. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yes, it is on CBS. So there we go. I'll pull that up now, because we should be roughly 5 minutes away from kickoff. Oh boy, here we go, Steelers Nation. Let's get it. Let's get that freaking algorithm going. Robert Quinn, the defensive lineman for the Eagles, is going to be playing today for them. There's TJ Watt on the sideline right now. He's stretching with the team. Obviously, he's not suited up. Danielle says we have 13. 13, that's more than I thought. I thought it was like 3, but I'll take it. I will take it. Oh, God. Tony Romo is doing commentary today. Oh, look at that. I think Romo just said he believes the Steelers can win this because of Mike Tomlin. Is he going to be right, folks? We shall see. Joshua says, my wife is an Eagles fan. This is always fun. Always fun. Let the best team win, man. That's what I say. Oh, my God. What are they showing us? Sophisticated says, Danielle, what's good? Hope you had an awesome birthday. Yeah, as you guys know, Danielle, who's very active in the chat, one of our mods, her birthday was this previous week. And that's fun, right? Yeah. All right, come on. Let's get to this game. We only got a few minutes, folks. We only got a few minutes. Let's see. Maybe I should get a poll going in here for you guys. Let's get a poll. By the way, those of you that follow for the Penguins, they lost last night, unfortunately, to Seattle in a stream where, honestly, I don't even remember half of it because I was beyond tired last night. I'm sure some of you probably noticed. How do I want to do it? I got one. I'm going to do something different for the poll today. All right, here we go. Boom. Poll. You guys can vote. And it looks like there's about 15 of you. Let's hit that like button, folks. Hit that like button. If you're new, you better subscribe, especially if you're a Steelers fan. There you go. There's the poll. Somebody already said no chance. Somebody's already voted no chance for Najee Harris to get a touch or 100 yards on the ground. It's not a bad bet, I guess. All right, now somebody just vote. We got 3 votes. 33% says yes. Now it's 50-50. I'm watching this in real time. This is fun. 4 votes total. It's split 50-50 right now. Harris gets over 100 yards in this game on the ground. All right. So receiving yards do not count towards this poll. We're going to keep this poll open the entire stream. So there we go. There we go. 7 votes. It's now 57% of you say no chance. Now it's back to 50. 50-50. All right, we got 10 likes. Danielle, you know the drill. We're shooting for 20, as always, here on the channel. 20 likes is all we need. And I will be more than happy with that. If we get any more than that, that's a plus. And we should be literally a few minutes away from kickoff in Philadelphia as the Pittsburgh Steelers will be taking on the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles in the Battle of Pennsylvania, which we don't get to see often. Comes around every few years. Danielle says, let's effing go with the terrible towels. Oh, I'm hype. Danielle says more likes would be awesome. We'll see. I'll tell you what, we definitely lost viewership compared to last season. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We're just going to have to roll with it, Danielle. We're going to have to roll with the punches. You know, I always say, most people just don't know what they're missing, and that's fine. There's something weird that happens with my DirecTV stream. That's the service I'm using. I noticed when I'm doing these watch parties, for some reason, the browser likes to refresh itself by itself. And it's a little bizarre. I can't figure out why it's doing that. I don't know if it's actually DirecTV or if it's the browser. Brian says Philadelphia 45, Pittsburgh 10. Hope I'm wrong, but this offense sucks. You're not wrong. I'm coming into this game with a different vibe, man. It's a different vibe. It's a different game. It's the Battle of Pennsylvania. I'm going to put both records to the side for this one and just see what happens. I believe in the Steelers. in this game, if they end up showing who they really are, which is what we've seen all season, sure, I'll look stupid. But if I'm right, well, and no, I'm not high or anything like that. I haven't drank anything. It's just I got sleep, and I'm drinking like 180 grams of caffeine. I'm hyped, man. I'm ready to roll. It's 101. Let's get this going. Let's get this kickoff underway. By the way, for those who are wondering which channel to watch it on, it is on CBS if you're in the Pennsylvania area. Sophisticated says, I'm living off of your energy. Cold. It's probably a little jarring to some folks, though, because I'm usually negative, so. Oh, look at all the Steelers fans in Philly right now. Oh, this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. You know, it would have been nice to bring on my childhood friend for this stream. I think that would have been entertaining as hell to have him next to me for this one. But unfortunately, we don't talk as much as we used to. And I really didn't have an opportunity to reach out to him this week. It's been a busy, crazy week. As some of you know, I found out I'm having another kid. So next year, I will be introducing my 5th child to the world. Or 4th. I'm sorry, I said 5th. 4th child. And there's the kickoff. The Steelers will be starting off with the ball here. And here comes Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. They cannot go 3 and out here, folks. We need them to do something productive. Even if it is a field goal, they need to put points on the board on this first drive. It's important. Smokey, what's going on? He says, congrats, man. Brian says he loves the room. I'm going to be changing things throughout the year. All right, here we go. Pickett under center, hands it off to Harris. He doesn't really get anything there. Runs straight into a wall. 2nd and 10. And Pickett's running a hurry up offense. He's in the shotgun formation. Drops back, looks, pressure, tries to stay on his feet. And he's going to get a few yards there. Pickett on the scramble. Actually, he only gets a yard. It looked like he got maybe 2 or 3, but he's only going to get a yard. So 3rd and 9 already for this Steelers offense. Danielle says, if you see Steel Blondie in the chat, congratulate her. I doubt if she ends up in the chat, it'll probably be in the 4th quarter. She's currently at work, so. All right, here we go. Steelers in shotgun. Warren comes on the field late. 4 seconds on the play clock. Oh my God, and Pickett gets absolutely wrecked. As Philadelphia absolutely destroys this offensive line. Let's look at it again. There's Dotson. Oh yeah, Dotson just had no chance. And Daniels is pathetic. Daniels is absolutely pathetic. And Harvin with a punt. And of course, it's not the greatest punt. All right, come on, defense. I guess we're going to have... Hey, Mike Tomlin, I guess we're going to have to rely on this defense. Am I right? The defense has to be productive for the offense. I guess that's the new Steeler way. Offense doesn't matter. It's the defense. So, God forbid, folks, if the Steelers' defense drops some interceptions today, we know it's their fault, right? This game will be on them dropping interceptions and not on this offense that can't get a first down if it was the last thing they could do. Brian says, what's the over-under on the 3 and outs for the Steelers? I'd like to know that as well. That's something I actually don't know. What is Millette doing? If that was his attempt to make it look like he is rushing the quarterback. And that one goes into the turf. Hurts. Tries to find Devontae Smith. And there was some pressure, but not enough to, in my opinion, kind of warrant that type of throw. But nonetheless, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Come on, Steelers D. Let's do this. We're going to need you guys. That's a pass that is caught by A.J. Brown. And you know A.J. Brown in this game, he was the guy that really wanted the Steelers to draft him. Of course, he ended up getting drafted by Tennessee and then now is a part of the Philadelphia Eagles. And that was via trade. So you know he's going to be coming into this game with a chip on his shoulder because he really wanted the Steelers to draft him, and of course they did not. And that's going to be a first down by Sanders for the Eagles. The Fiend says, I play better in Madden than this team, you bums. It really comes down to the offensive play calling. It really does. Fiend says, you know what? I'm back because my mom said it's not healthy to do what I'm doing, so I'm back. I agree, bro. I mean, obviously, you got to take a few days to, cope with such a loss. But when you go through losses and you go through bad times, it is best to surround yourself with, people that you care about and people that care about you. And obviously here on this channel, bro, we care about you. I know me and Danielle specifically, GT, we all care about you. And, yeah, it is a good thing to surround yourself and be active. There's some pressure, and Hurts is going to almost complete that, but I think it's broken up by Sutton. I want to see this replay. Oof, he got him, but good job on Sutton on breaking that one up. That was good defense there. Now, arguably, he did have some contact prior to the ball getting there, but all right, here we go. 3rd and 9. Can the Steelers stop them? Eagles currently at midfield. 3rd and 9, and they are going to stop him short. I'm waiting to see. It's 4th and 2, so the question is, the Eagles are going to be aggressive here. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2. All right, folks, let's go. Let's get those terrible towels going in the chat. We need this energy. If we get this here, this is one of those situations. There you go. Hit that line. Oh, there was a wide open man. Edmonds, come on, bro. Who was supposed to be covering this guy? On the flat there. Left side of the field. I want to see what happened. That's not a good angle for me. Oh, yeah, he's just wide open. I don't know if Edmonds was supposed to be covering him. I still missed it because I was looking at the wrong player. I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but he was wide open in the flat. Sophisticated says, indeed, no respect. They are showing absolutely no respect for us. And, I mean, should they? There you go. Hold on to him, bro. There you go. Millette comes in hot. Edmonds there, of course. And this is the thing I keep trying to tell you guys in regards to Edmonds. Yes, occasionally he's going to make a boneheaded defensive play. And as you can see on this replay, he comes in, unable to wrap him up, but he does make contact. Edmonds is always active on the field, and he's always available. I really hope they bring him back next season. All right, 2nd and 10, Eagles, I believe at the 40-yard line, or at least around that area. There's pressure, but Hurts does have all day. He's going to go deep, and it's caught by Brown. Wow. Double coverage, folks. Unfreaking real. Sanders down there in the end zone as well. We already got a touchdown, but it's not time to panic. And I think Edmonds was beat there. So A.J. Brown in double coverage. Yes, that was Edmonds who was sticking him. He gets beat here. And there was like a little stutter, but you know what? Even though Edmonds got beat, I'm putting that on Minka. Minka, you got to be in better position to get a play there. So Edmonds was behind Sanders because he got beat by the stutter step there. And the extra point is going to be good. So Philadelphia up by 7 already in this game. Now keep in mind, Miami, they did the same thing on the first drive. And the Steelers still ended up leaving them with only 16 at the end of it. So this first drive is not the end of the world for the Steelers. But it doesn't look good. Yeah, that was on Minka. I know he's had a solid start to the season with the interceptions and stuff like that, but this is one of the things that irritates me is, Steelers Nation likes to put Minka on this pedestal of the Troy Polamalos of the NFL world. And quite frankly, yes, he's got the interceptions, but things like that, those are the plays that a guy like Troy Polamalu would have never allowed. And I'm not saying he has to be like Troy exactly, but if we're going to compare him and put him on an elite level, he's got to make those plays, man. You had Edmonds behind. Admittedly, he got beat pretty bad. But when he's playing over top like that, he's got to get a handle on that. If you can't pick it, you got to at least get a hand in there. So shame on both of them. Both safeties got absolutely torched by Brown. Brian says the first of many touchdowns today. But what does it really say about the Eagles, though? Because it's not like they're defeating a good team. We know this. The Steelers are just not a good team. No matter how I come into this with a positive mindset, it doesn't change the facts. Fiend says, whoa, he's no Troy. Some people actually do compare him, though, to that Clough. Okay, not to Troy specifically, but to that elite safety. Guys like Ed Reed. Yeah, you get beat occasionally, especially late in their careers. But, if this guy is going to be of that elite Clough, and we're going to put him on that pedestal, he's got to make plays in game situations like that. That was bad. GT is providing us with a score update here in the chat. Says the Islanders really, GT? You threw me off with the hockey stuff, man. What a dick. What a dick this guy is, man. Steeler Lee says Minka is more Reed than Troy. I would agree there. I actually, if you want to compare the two, I could see that. But again, if you're going to be from that elite Clough, bro, and he was in position to deflect that pass. He just got beat. I mean, hopefully he bounces back from that in this game and makes up for that. All right, so 9 minutes, 23 seconds in the first quarter. And guess what? They went down the middle of the field. That does not surprise me. I like how they're showing the Romo vision, huh? Yeah, he beat both safeties. And again, Edmonds behind and Minka over top. It just makes no sense. Oh, Minka, dude, you got to get better position for that. Watching the replay's even worse. And Pickett throws. That's going to be complete to Watt. Derek Watt gets some positive yardage there. And, of course, he goes right back to the bench probably for the rest of the game. Yeah, Sophisticated says he definitely was not Ed Reed on that play. I agree. My thing is, it's just like if you're going to be from that elite Clough, you got to make those plays, man. All right, we're in shotgun formation. Gentry motions to the left side. Play action. Pickett throws a nasty, and by nasty, not good pass there, but it is caught by Deontay Johnson for some positive yardage. Yeah, that was a catch, guys. I'm watching this on a much smaller screen than you. Oh, no, there's a flag on the field. And, of course, they're not showing on the TV what that flag was. Fiend says that was on Dotson. So there you go. That's all you need to really say there. I think we know what the Steelers need to do this offseason, don't we? So for those who keep asking, should the Steelers draft quarterback? No, they need to draft offensive line and build around Pickett. Because guys like Dotson absolutely suck. Oh, my God, bro. Deontay gets a first down. I don't know how. Yeah, and I agree with Romo there. You can't live in this world where you do these short passes, man. Unreal. Like, I don't know if you guys saw Thursday. I guess they allowed the offensive coordinators to come out on Thursdays to talk to the media. Matt Canna says we need to get the ball in our players' hands to create opportunities. But, dude, these freaking short yardage passes are not going to work, man. Now that to Claypool was caught, so it's going to be 2nd and 2 now for the Steelers. Fiends had enough with these short yardage passes. All right, Steelers in shotgun, empty set. Drops back, looks. And, of course, pressure up the middle, and he's going to have to throw that out of bounds, and there's a flag. Another penalty. Oh, my God. Illegal formation on the Steelers. Okafor. Oh, yeah. Flick of the wrist there. You see that? That's what I think, man. Oh, boy. I guess I'm going to look stupid now, ain't I? But that's okay. That is just fine. By the way, we got 21 people in the house. Shout out to all 21 of you, even if you're not active in the chat. But if you want to get active, I suggest you guys definitely do so. Unless, of course, you're at work. 2nd and 7. Pickett looks, and he gets hit once again, holding onto the ball too long. And there's a flag. And 93 of the Eagles is limping off of the field. Holding on the defense, James Bradbury, cornerback, number 24. I'm trying to figure out who he was holding on this play. And it's going to be against, guess who? Pickens. They need to get him involved in this game. He is our best receiver, even as a rookie. So that makes it 1st and 10 for the Steelers. I'll give you guys field position here shortly. We are approaching midfield, which is a good sign. But what's not a good sign is Pickett has now been hit twice in this game pretty badly. And the offensive line is struggling. And are we going to get a false start? Oh, no, delay of game. So I'm going to say Pickett's probably a little rattled right now. So delay of game is going to push them back. This is a disaster, man. Claypool heads to the sideline. Brian says holding onto the ball too long. Fuck, he got killed as soon as he got the snapped. That's fair. It depends how you look at it, though. You know, you got to count like 3 seconds. If he still has the ball, that's not good. And, of course, Pickett throws it out. And I think that's Sims. It is. Sims gets maybe a yard or two there. And I guess Canada's going to stick with his garbage offensive playbook. And we're not going to see much down the field, let alone the middle of the field, folks. So don't prepare for that. 2nd and 13. Not much to do on the running game so far either. Shotgun formation. Warren is the running back next to Pickett. Claypool in motion. I don't know what that was, a delayed handoff, and that's going to go to Warren, who trucks his way up the middle of the field. That's what you want to see right there. That is the kind of running I want to see. I'll tell you what, if that man runs over somebody, I am going to lose my mind. 3rd and 1. Pickett is under center, so I expect a run here. No, he keeps it, and that's going to be a Steelers first down. Pickett does the quarterback sneak, which is something we haven't seen in many years. That is a Ben Roethlisberger tradition. And Pickett's going to be bringing that back, apparently, because that's not the first time they've done it this season. All right, Sims in motion, goes to the outside on the right. He goes back again, and play action. Pickett hits Gentry for what looks like maybe 2 to 3 yards. So once again, this Canada methodical playbook in action. We're not seeing much different than what we've seen all season from this team on the offensive side. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Eagles are up 7-0. And the Steelers are past midfield now as Pickett drops back, looks, and he's going to hit a wide open Pat Freiermuth. I almost said Gentry, but no, that is Pat. That is his first catch of the game. The former Nittany Lion. Like I said, wide open. That's not the first time this season, too, we've seen Pat wide open on the field. So, you know, between Pickens and Pat Freiermuth, those are going to be Pickett's best targets. And I'd like to see them both get involved a little bit more. So we do have a good drive so far here. And they are now past the 20-yard line, which means this team has to score. Pickett drops back, pressure, steps up, running to the left side of the field. He has space, and he's going to go out of bounds. And he's probably going to be 7 yards away from the end zone. So that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. And I'm loving it. I am loving it. That is what they wanted when they drafted quarterback this season. They need a semi-mobile quarterback to be able to get out of the pockets. And that's what you're getting here with Pickett. Danielle says we need to get a Mute emotes. I like that idea. First and goal. It's going to be handed off by Najee Harris, who maybe gets 1 yard there. A little bit too much dancing in the backfield in comparison to what we see from Warren, who literally looks like a freaking rocket flying up the middle. Maybe they should put Warren in here for these goal line plays because Harris just doesn't get it done, apparently. And if he does, it's because the offensive line gives him a hole, but that's very rare. Second and goal for the Steelers. Pickett's lined up on the outside, and it's going to be a direct handoff to Deontay Johnson, who makes a great cut. Otherwise, he was going to probably be tackled for a loss, so they do gain a few yards here before he's thrown out of bounds. Interesting play call, but it obviously did not work. Dude, these plays just aren't doing it, man. I like the creativity, but it's just not adding up in the NFL. You know, that's a play I haven't seen them do this season, and it did nothing. Third and goal. And this crowd is absolutely deafening. Pickett drops back. He's going to toss it in the end zone, but overthrown to Deontay Johnson, who, shocker, gives up midway through his routes. That's what he does. And, of course, he's crying to the referee. He slipped. Now, granted, there was some contact there, but I do believe you are allowed to make contact with a receiver as long as it's 5 yards. So there's no pass interference there. And Nick Skiba filling in for Boswell today. He's going to get his first attempt here at a field goal. There's a flag on the field. We are 1 second away from 2 minutes here in the first period. First quarter. I'm doing NHL games now, apparently. Danielle says, DJ, come on, bro. Yeah, he slipped on his route. Another delay of game on the Steelers. Wait, what? Wait. The Steelers, apparently Mike Tomlin brings the offense out. I like it. Fuck the 3 points. If they want to be arrogant, let's be arrogant just right back. Is the offense on the field or not? They are. All right, folks. Let's see if they get it. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind here. 4th and goal. Under center. Hands it off to Claypool, who throws it. That's going to be a Steelers touchdown to guess who? Derek Watts. Let's go. How about it? Woo! Brian says touchdown finally, some trick plays. That one actually works out. I was a little worried. I thought Claypool was going to keep that. Claypool with a touchdown pass in this game. How about it? Doesn't get it done with the quarterback. So the Steelers are going to score a touchdown. Forget the 3 points. If Philly wants to be disrespectful, we can do the same thing here. Now, can we get the extra point? And it's going to be good. It is good. 7-7 is the game, folks. It is not over. Brian says it reminds me of Randall L. And there's Canada flipping out in the box. We all knew that was going to happen. Steel Blondie says, where the touchdown animation? Oh, it's not activated, actually. Here. Blondie wants the touchdown animation. Let's make it. There you go. Boom. Touchdown, Steelers. Blondie, I don't have it set up like I do with the Penguin stuff. This is what I was telling you. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this channel, and I'm only one person. I am only one person, man. There's not enough time in the day to get all this stuff going. The Fiend says, get a George Pickens emotes. Honestly, I think we can add 3 new emotes. By the way, Blondie, how are you doing? How is your day going? Huh? How is your day going? 24 people in the building. We are 1 like away from 20. If we hit 20, folks, I will be more than grateful. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Hit that like button. Oh, she's not having a good day at work. Not having a good day at work. Steeler Lee says, let's go. I like the aggression from the Steelers there. I just do. I just do. How are we feeling, Steelers Nation? I think that was 2 separate trick plays on that drive. The first one obviously did not work. Steelers came out to attempt a field goal. Then there was a penalty, and Mike Tomlin said, you know what? Today I'm not living in my fears. And Matt Canada called the play, and Watt gets his first touchdown of the season, and Claypool, not Pickett, Claypool throws the interception, throws the touchdown pass. Brian says, don't get too excited. We all know after the offense scores a touchdown, the defense gives up 1 on the next drive. That is typically the way it has gone. But I have faith that they're going to adjust much like they did against the Dolphins. Now, of course, whether or not that actually happens is a different story. So we'll see what happens here. There's TJ Watt. He has a headset on, communicating with his defense. And I did say his because I'll tell you what, when he gets back, this defense is going to be much different. And the Eagles are going to run this one out. And he's tackled there. I don't think he got past the 30-yard line. I'm watching the replay right now. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And Hurts going to play action. He's going to keep it. This is a play we all knew that they like to run. And I'm not sure. He did a quarterback slide. Did he get a first, or is he going to be a yard? He's going to be a yard shy. So 2nd and 1. And we are getting close to 1 minute left in this first quarter. C. Brown says, yeah, baby. There's a pass there that is broken up, and I think that was Minka. And that pass was intended for A.J. Brown, who already has a touchdown in the game. 3rd and 1. Can the Steelers hold them here? Can they hold them here? All right, Eagles. They're going to hand this one off, and they're going to get a first down, and I think that was Sanders. No, that was number 14. Makes me wonder why the Steelers didn't recognize that they had a different player on the field. Usually that means they're going to run the ball. And I think he's actually going to stay out there. So 1st and 10 now, and officially 1 minute and counting left in this first quarter. Badger says, is TJ activated? No, he'll be back after the bye week. That's why I didn't really entertain all the rumors that he was going to play today on the channel. And there was contact. Oh, almost intercepted by Sutton, who's been having a decent season, in my opinion. All things considered. He's had a few bad games, sure, but man, he jumped just after Watkins, which I think was the right call there. And Highsmith there was close to getting a sack. 2nd and 10. What's going on, Big? Hurts looks, has time, throws, and that's going to be caught by A.J. Brown, who honestly probably could have stretched his arm out for the first, but I do believe he's going to be short a yard. Kind of surprised he didn't stretch his arm out to get that first. It was a great catch there. 3rd and 1 they're going to do a quarterback sneak. Does he get it? Sutton is pointing no. And there is a flag on the field. Where is the quarterback? I don't think they got it. Offside on the defense. Unfreaking real, man. Penalties are going to absolutely kill this team, man. And I think that's on Adams. Nine seconds left in this quarter. Or no, the clock's going to wind down. So we're going to head to the second quarter now. So they're going to go to commercial break, and when we get back, we will start the second quarter. Folks, how are we feeling so far? I think the defense is literally a play away from really opening this thing up for the Steelers, especially if the offense is able to keep that momentum going and putting plays together throughout these drives. They have a chance. The Fiend says these penalties have to stop. Brian says, I haven't seen any improvement on this team since week 1. Maybe we'll see it today. Steve Brown says, I'm feeling good because I still believe, in all caps. Yeah, if you guys missed coming in, I don't know what it is today. I just have a good feeling. I have a good feeling. And like I said, you know, it's similar to what we saw in the Dolphins game. The first drive looked pretty bad, and then the defense held it down the rest of the game. Maybe it'll be the same today. Blondie says, I work every weekend. Got to get back. Have fun, guys. Love you, Blondie. And I will see you hopefully in the next hour or so. Danielle says, I'm feeling amped up right now. We got 31 people and 25 likes. I'm going to go with the towel now. 25 likes. That is what I wanted to see. I wanted 20. I got more than that. So thank you guys for getting that done here early on. Let's get a poll update. Does Harris get over 100 yards on the ground? 42% of you say yes. 58% of you say no. And here we are heading into the second quarter, and it doesn't look like that's probably going to be possible, but you never know. GT with the score update says Dallas leads Chicago 14-0 at the start of the second quarter. Thank you all. This has been another GT score update brought to you by the Kold Steel Show, only on the Kold Steel Network. I love GT, man. That's my boy. Always here to help us out. Badger says Iron City, Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Got the Iron City going, huh? Are you drinking Icy Light or regular Iron City? That's the question. I won't judge you either way. I like both. I like both. Brian says he probably won't rush for 100 yards in this game or a game this season. It's not a hot take. I mean, he's on par for not doing so. Here's a play action. Hurts. Pressure by Robert Spillane. He's going to throw that, and it's going to go out of bounds. Incomplete. As we start this second quarter. That's bad. They're showing stats. 112 points for Philly in second quarter points, whereas the Steelers only have 107 on the season. That's bad. But it doesn't mean shit in the context of this game specifically. Philly drops back in shotgun, throws. That's going to be a short pass that's caught by number 6, Smith of the Eagles. And they're going to be roughly a yard or two shy of a first down. And it is a yard, 3rd and 1. Badger says regular straight iron, don't do diet beer, yuck. I love it. Yeah, I used to drink, I think one of the first beers I really fell in love with was Coors Banquet. Not Coors Light. I hate Coors Light. For some reason, it used to give me headaches. But then, of course, over time, and I mean years, I ended up switching to Iron City. But I'm not shy to drink Iron City Light. Here is a play action by the Eagles. Wide open man, and he's going to take it for a massive gain there before running out of bounds, and that is number 88. What is it, Godert? That's a hell of a name. And by the way, they are past midfield already prior to that play, so yeah, there it is. Came out late there, nobody there to see him. Very smart play there by the Eagles. 1st and 10, as they are literally on the 30-yard line. So they're in scoring range now, and that goes nowhere on the handoff. Devin Bush in the area there. 2nd and 8. Badger says banquet, beer, Coors, yes. Head for the mountains. I actually have collector glasses of Coors Banquets from the 70s somewhere in this house. I was a passionate beer drinker once upon a time. And then, of course, health issues put a stop to that. So, unfortunately, I don't drink anymore, and it's by choice. The doctors didn't necessarily tell me to stop drinking, but, you know, maybe someday if I get myself in much better health and I get back in shape and all that stuff, I'll occasionally have a beer. But until that day, I am torturing myself because I love my beer. And that is broken up by Reed there by the Steelers. And 3rd and 8 now. Can the Steelers hold them to a field goal attempt? They're not very good on 3rd downs. But 3rd and 8, and that is a massive rush, and they're going to go deep, and that is caught by A.J. Brown. Unfreaking real. 2 touchdowns in this game. If you got him on your fantasy, well, you might be happy right now. Unreal. A.J. Brown coming to the Eagles was probably one of the best decisions they made. He's just, man, just throw it up to him. So that extends it 13-7 now. For some reason, the Steelers put up brotherly love, like that means anything on Twitter. Extra point attempt here for the Eagles. And it's going to be good. So it's 14-7 now. And apparently, based on what we're seeing here so far in this first half, this Steelers offense is going to have to be very productive. Because the defense, as somebody, I forget who it was in chat, pointed out, that was on the way. Brian says this team is just so bad. Jacob says, I will take it. I got A.J. Brown on one of my fantasy teams. Some of us are only living for fantasy now at this point. Not me, but GT says Jalen Hurts is him. I'm not subscribing to that, bro. I'm not subscribing to that. Okay. That commercial was odd. We got 43 people in the house. Let's go. That is a major jump to what we were at. Danielle says, shaking my effing head to the defense. Sophisticated says, more telling Spoon he's too small. Yep. Not good. By the way, update on the Najee Harris poll. 60% of you say no chance he gets 100 yards, while 40% of you guys are holding on to that he will. We'll see. We will see. Jesse in the building says, hypothetical, if the Steelers get a top 5 pick, do we take a quarterback? I'm not even going to finish that sentence. The answer is no, and it's not going to change anytime soon for me. No, I'm never going to subscribe to that because they already went and drafted in the first round a quarterback, and we need to allow years for him to develop. He's not Ben Roethlisberger. Maybe he's in the same vein as a Peyton Manning. Not saying he is, but you got to let these guys grow, and the best way to do that is to surround him by talent, and they should have been building a line before doing so, before even going quarterback, but we went quarterback in the first round. Going into next season, which is too far out, they need to go offensive line drastically. They need to make some moves, not just in the draft, but they also need to make some free agency moves, maybe even some trades to build this lineup for Pickett. I think we have the receivers. So, no, I'm never going to subscribe to the quarterback talk. It gets brought up often on the channel, and I'm just going to keep telling you guys no. So 12 minutes, 48 seconds as the Eagles are preparing to kick off here in this second quarter. 4 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Oh, boy. Lawrence says, we are going to lose today. That it's possible, but I'm not giving up. We're only down by a touchdown. Nice move there by Sims. Cuts it up. That boy's nasty. Oh. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Let's get that energy going. Woo. That boy Sims is balling, man. And there is a flag. Of course, fucking holding. What else is new? The Pittsburgh Holdings. That should be their name at this point. So Sims has a fucking great return there, and it's going to be taken back because of a holding call. The Fiend says Sims ABJ. It kind of did look like Antonio Brown there. Just saying, it kind of did. It resembled, if you remember what he used to do in the return game. First play of this drive is a handoff. And, of course, Najee Harris goes absolutely nowhere. And you heard it here first. Put Warren in. Put Warren in. Brian says, why won't they let Warren run a series? That's my question. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Another Dan Moore illegal formation. Oh, man. And Sims, that's what I'm saying. You go into next season, right? And I said we have plenty of receivers on this team. You can trade a guy like Chase Claypool or even Deontay Johnson. It's, nobody is safe on this team, man. I know some people subscribe to specific players, but I'm here to tell you, there is not a single player on this offense that is safe outside of Kenny Pickett. And that pass goes absolutely nowhere as he tries to hit Sims. And once again, Canada with this conservative play calling. Unreal. Steeler Lee says this illegal formation crap is pissing me off. Again, that goes back to Canada's play calling. It's just not a good playbook. But I want to see Sims more active for sure. And with Sims playing the way he's playing, they can afford to make trades in the offseason. And Najee Harris, there's another handoff on 2nd and long, 2nd and 15, and that's what you do. And now you lose another 4 yards. So Canada doing his best at making the offense go backwards in a game where they just literally ran all over our defense, and you need to get some momentum back. Running the ball is just not the right call right now. You can't run the ball effectively if you're not getting anything going with the passing game. You got to get the passing game effective before you can even rely on running the ball. So, Lamar says, Ravens fan here. What is going on? I know we'll be playing the Baltimore Ravens in the near future, and that should be an interesting game. Wait, what was that? Omar says L Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's not looking too good for the season. It is a 7-point game right now. 4th and 9. I have no idea what that was on 3rd down. Oh, man. Yeah, and I agree with Romo there. They're doing way too many screens in this offense. It makes no sense, man. If Matt Canada is not fired after this game, I don't care, win or loss. If they do not fire him, that is going to be a huge mistake by Mike Tomlin and, more importantly, Art Rooney. Okay? Not the man that's behind me here on the wall. I'm talking about Art Rooney, who's currently alive on this team and in control of everything. He needs to put his foot down and look at Mike Tomlin and say, screw what history says. Screw what history has done. He's got to go. Use whoever you got on this roster from the coaching staff and go that way. You have the bye week, as GT said in the pregame, in the tailgate. Use what you have now because it can't be any worse than what we already got. He's garbage. His play calling sucks. It does not belong in the NFL. Period. And I don't care what favor he's done for Mike Tomlin. Fuck that. He's got to go. He's got to go. Abel says, well, a loss is in for today, I guess. Well, I can't subscribe to that just yet. even though I am starting to pull out my negative side, it is a 7-point game. It is a 7-point game. So there's a little bit of hope for you guys that are homers. See, Brown says, let's go Steelers. Look at that. Fiend says, oh, this is good. Twins are probably going nuts. I wanna make this clear as possible. And I was gonna try to refrain from saying this. Going forward, even though me and the Twins were family, and we've connected in the past, I would prefer if we don't bring them up in the chat anymore. Obviously, we haven't been doing content together, and we're respectfully going our separate ways. I support them from afar, just like they support me from afar. Occasionally, we run into each other, but there's a reason I'm doing my own live streams now, and that's as far as I want to get into it. So I just preferred not to bring them up in the chat. And going forward, if their names are brought up, I'm going to ignore the messages and not respond. So I just had to get that off my chest. I don't want to talk about other channel, not just the Twins, but any channel. I don't want to talk about what anybody else is doing here on the Kold Steel channel, because that's what this is. This is the Kold Steel channel. So I don't want to talk about Moats. I don't want to talk about Deke. I don't want to talk about Steel Sermon, Sim Critic, whoever. I don't want to talk about any of these guys. They all do their own thing respectfully. And, I'd prefer to keep the conversations about what we have going on here. And that is that. So, all right, 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, where they're almost at the 40-yard line. Not quite at midfield yet. And the Steelers could potentially have a massive defensive play there. Highsmith gets a tackle for a loss. Not sure what they were thinking there. Danielle says, we are KSN family. Absolutely. GT says, this is the Kold Steel Show, only on the Kold Steel Network. I love that you're doing that, by the way. Bell says, I'll support anyone who spreads or speaks the truth. I can't talk today. Snow says, Matt Canada uses the Techno Bowl playbook. Oh boy. 2nd and 20 now after that big loss. Highsmith tries to get some pressure. Hayward's going to be caught out of position, and Hurts is going to make him pay as Sutton chases him out of bounds. C. Brown says Romo needs to shut up. He needs to shut up. 3rd and 18 now after that. So he didn't get much on the scramble there. What happened was Hayward jumped. He was trying to deflect the pass at the line. And as soon as he jumped in the air, Hurts took advantage of that. But he only pulled out a few yards there on the scramble. So 3rd and 18. Hurts drops back. He looks. Plenty of time. There's no rush there. And we get a stiff arm and positive yards there for the Eagles. Lamar says, y'all should trade or release Claypool to get line help. Give Claypool the line he needs. I agree, though. I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to get too early into who the Steelers should trade. I do think we have assets we can move around. But you're absolutely right. We need to get a better offensive line for multiple reasons. They're just not getting it done. Dotson looks horrible. Daniels looks horrible, unfortunately. Coming into the season, I was hyped for that move, and of course, more. And here comes Sims, who stays on his feet, and he's going to be brought down past the 20-yard line. Fiend says, F off, you porn bots. What did I miss? Hey, Lee Charles Thomas, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Big says, come on, Pickett. Go, Kenny. David Barnes says, Brian, what are you talking about? We haven't been in the top 10 best teams in years. He's actually done a lot with less. What did Brian say? Oh, what has Tomlin done with so much talent? Nothing. So sick of people saying, oh, he doesn't have a losing season. That's actually a fair assessment, to be honest. The losing season talk is cool on the surface, but when you look at what it actually has accomplished, You know, I try not to use the whole it's Bill Cowher's team that Tomlin won with. I really try hard, but I mean, at some point he has to get a Super Bowl win with the teams that he is building. I mean, you can't get around that. So I guess that's me saying it without actually saying it. Lamar says, and also it's mostly your offensive coordinator too. Yeah, it's, dude, when it comes to the Steelers right now specifically, and even last year, it really does come down to that playbook. It's just not NFL ready or NFL capable. It is a college playbook that should stay in the college realm. It doesn't belong in the NFL, man. The screen passes, the checkdowns, those are things that are not going to win. Those are things you do in the fourth quarter when you have a lead. You don't do it when you're down or in the beginning of a game. They got to stretch the field. They got guys like Pickens who, honestly, you throw the ball up, he's going to catch it. We've seen it. This guy literally made a catch flat, stretched out his body flat, and made that catch. So, David Barnes says, yeah, this page isn't for me. Good luck. Okay. What does that even mean? Oh, because I blame Tomlin. Well, you obviously don't know this channel very well then. Oh my God. Guys, especially Danielle and GT and so forth, for the Steelers Lee specifically, he'll tell you, I've always been a Mike Tomlin defender. My goodness, at some point, you gotta put blame where it's due. I am a realist channel, man. So I'm sorry you want to go find a Homer channel, the channels that haven't been uploading in weeks because the team's not doing well. Anyways, play action for Pickett, looks, throws. Oh, almost caught there by Deontay Johnson. And that was Slade Jr., who did get a hand on the ball. So 2nd and 10. Brian says he must be Tomlin's son. I've been I'm on record as a defender of Mike Tomlin. So, in fact, it still isn't being tossed around. I was the one who blamed Art Rooney back in 2019. I've been seeing it for years. You guys just haven't been paying attention, apparently. There's a little shoulder pump fake there, and wow! It's not going to be complete, but Pickens, this is what I'm talking about. This guy catches everything. Oh, there was contact there. Oh my God, the attempt. That boy, man, I'm telling you. 3rd and 10 for the Steelers. Pickett looks, throws. Oh, he just overthrows Pat Freiermuth, I think. And they did target the middle of the field there. I want to see the replay. Was that overthrown? Oh, yeah. Oh. Danielle says they don't. Yeah, again. And here's Harvin. Let's see if he gets a good punt here. No, it needed more distance. It goes out of bounds. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 7 minutes, 22 seconds left in the second quarter. And we're getting closer and closer to halftime, where once again, GT will be giving us an update around the league. So GT, I hope you're getting prepared. You're going to be taking over the channel. Big says defense. In fact, let me make sure. Let me make sure. I guess we can do that. And where's the browser screen at here? Brian says it's so sad that this team can't score points. Mark Malone says, what a worthless POS punter. Hey, Mark Malone, what is going on, man? What is going on? I know you're a part of Steelers Nation. Yeah, I need to make sure he is... Oh, it's not going to let me do that. Yeah, I'm going to have to... That's fine. That's... Actually, I got an idea. Hold on. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Using my brain. We're at a commercial break, by the way, so it's good timing. Studio mode. Browser. There we go. Boom. Make sure that's selected. And... this... And we're going to pick Discord. All right, hopefully everything is set up for GT here for when he comes on. All right. Steel Lee says, I hate to say it, but Connor was a better running back than Najee so far. You're not wrong there. You are not wrong there, but I don't know, man. I just feel like they really messed up that draft. The Steelers did. We all kind of expected they were going to go with Najee Harris, so really wasn't surprising. Yes, everybody say hello to Mark Malone in the chat, a fellow Steeler Nation member. At least I assume so. Snow says, I honestly hope that the Steelers pull the cranium from the kister soon. Or is it keister? You know me and pronunciations. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Close to the 40-yard line. As they look to go past midfield here. Hurts drops back. He's going to try to hit. He does. He hits 88 for a first down. So no big plays here for the defense yet. That was Miles Jack on the tackle. All right, Eagles, guy in motion looks, hits another wide open man. And that is Smith, number 6 of the Eagles, who gets another first down, and Sutton takes him out of bounds. Steeler Lee says, hindsight 2020, should we have taken Eden over Najee? I would say, if I could go back, I would have either went with him or somebody else in the second. And in the first round, I would have drafted Creed, the offensive lineman, the center. I would have drafted Creed, no doubt. I love Pat Freiermuth. Honestly, A.J. Brown, 3 touchdowns in this game. And that, folks, could be the end of any hope that we had left for this Steelers team. I want to see the replay. A.J. Brown with 3 freaking touchdowns. I told you. This guy was going to come into this game and play with a chip on his shoulder. There is a flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Who cares? I think there is something to A.J. Brown and the Steelers. Again, he was lobbying to be drafted by them to replace Antonio Brown. And guess what? Minka, once again in the area, gets beat. So this is everybody's favorite player. He had a few interceptions to start this season, which is great. But when it comes to plays like this, that's where he needs to step up. And so far, twice tonight, we haven't seen it. Philadelphia is going to go for the extra point, and it's going to be good. 21-7 currently as we are close to the end of the second quarter. Actually, let me correct myself. I think that was Witherspoon who had better coverage there. Minka was late to get to the party. So maybe not put that on Minka there. We got 47 people in the house, 32 likes. I love to see it. Steel Lee says AJ Brown is destroying our defensive backs. Mark Malone says this is a typical Tomlin secondary. You're not wrong there. You are not wrong there. That's one of Tomlin's biggest issues is the inability to draft defensive backs. Our best bet is going to be free agency this offseason. I know that discussion's going to be coming up. So Lamar says, call me crazy, but you can probably trade Minka for a better offense. Again, those are things that could be discussed, but I don't want to get right now, at least I don't want to get into specific players or anything like that. Steel Lee says Witherspoon is barbecue chicken today. Kind of looking like a Artie Burns today, is he not? And of course, Danielle's shaking her damn head. Anyways, prior to all that, I was trying to get to a topic because Danielle brought up, the viewership and this being the Kold Steel channel. I'm not trying to diss other creators, but I noticed as of late, did I just hit my mouse? All right, I'm good. I don't know what I just did there. I'm not trying to disrespect any other channels or anything along those lines. It's just that I get annoyed when I see people bring up other channels, and this is not to single the Fiend out because other people have done it as well. And we had a guy tonight say this is not the channel for him, which is weird, but if you don't want to watch the content, there's definitely other, successful creators here on the platform, which you can definitely tune into. So, as Tomlin says, there's no hostages in this chat or on this team. So more than free to walk away if I'm not your cup of tea, but I do take pride in what I do on this platform. And I don't want to come off as arrogant, but I don't really think there's anybody close to the level in regards to production and honesty when it comes to this team specifically. So if it's not your cup of tea, you can head out and I won't be upset about it. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because I hope that I don't have to bring it up again. Sims on the return there as the Steelers are going to be coming back out on offense, and they definitely need to get a scoring drive going here if we're going to have a chance. Brian says, Mark, watch it. You're going to upset the Tomlin snowflakes who think he's a god. He's not. He's not. I've been a supporter of Tomlin over the years. He has been very successful at winning. But at some point, I think Steeler Nation has to come to grips with the fact that it's been over a decade since we've been competitive in the playoffs in the sense of making it to an AFC championship game and getting to a Super Bowl. Those are the things that matter at the end of the day. Oh, and Pickens is going to make the catch. And there's a flag. They're calling offensive pass interference on that? Even Romo said it's a bad call. What the hell? I want to see the replay. Pickens is jawing off at the cornerback right now. Where's the pass interference there? I'm not even going to get upset at that bullshit. I'm really not. Where's the pass interference? I don't see pass interference. I see a receiver who's adjusting to the ball to make a play. There's going to be contact in football. That was a pathetic freaking penalty by the referees there. We're going to get a reverse handoff to Sims. I don't know why they keep doing this, even though they get positive yardage there. That's just stupid. Where's the horse collar? Where's the horse collar there? Am I the only one that saw a horse collar? I guess you could pull guys down from the back of the shoulder pads now, right? Is that what we're doing in the NFL? Or did I just see it wrong? I could be. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Let's see. Yeah, that is what you call a horse collar, but alrighty then. Snow says unless it's Turner's iced tea. What are we talking about iced tea? Turner's iced tea, by the way. Turner's iced tea is very good. All right. 2nd and 10. Pickett looks, throws to Pickens, who's unable to hold it at the very end there. And him and Bradbury are going back and forth in this game. 3rd and 10. That is a rare drop from Pickens. Bradbury doesn't get any contact. What happens? Ooh, could that be ruled a catch? That looks like a catch, folks. He was already on the ground before he dropped it. The ball hits the ground, but he had control. How do you not challenge that? Oh my God. And Pickett's going to run out of the pocket and take a nasty hit. What is Pickett doing? Snow says the fix is in, my friends. Vegas and the refs aren't letting these Steelers back into the game. I usually don't like to get into those discussions, but I mean, I'm seeing a string of events occurring right here. And again, I talked about this in the tailgate. The Steelers really need to look at everything that's going on around them, realize that they're not a good team, and start making changes, whether it's the coaching staff, the playbook, or just the players performing better on the field. Something has to break here. And right now, we're down 21-7 in this first half. Mike Tomlin, somebody needs to take over this game. Whether, again, it's the players making plays, maybe Pickett needs to go rogue. Not saying he should disrespect his coaching staff, but something needs to change. In fact, right now, Pickett's actually looking at his arm right now, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 1, which I do believe is the right call. This offense has not been good all season. You got to get aggressive at some point. You can make the argument that it's too early to be doing this. They are going to keep the ball, and I believe that's going to be a first down for the Steelers as Pickett does the quarterback sneak once again. Brian says making changes. This team can't even make halftime changes, but that's my point, man. They got to make changes at some point in this season. They can make changes. They just haven't chose to do so. For what reason is beyond me. Sophisticated says he's all for the rogue. I mean, that's what Ben would have done. I didn't always agree with it, but if that's not going to work with the Matt Canada system, something's got to change. Whether it's players, Tomlin, or again, Art. 1st and 10, Steelers are just about at midfield. Pickett's going to hit and dump it off to Najee Harris, who does way too much dancing. And that was close to being a fumble if somebody would have got a hand on the ball there. Steeler Lee in all caps says, go rogue Kenny. Danielle says, first down. And we got an Eagle player down. He's holding that knee. That is not good. That's number 90, which they are looking at him now. That may kill the momentum for the Steelers here. Kenny looks frustrated. Kenny Davis of the Eagles on the ground. Brian says it's going to take players to revolt to get the changes we need. Absolutely. And that's what I'm calling for, man. Anna in the building says, go rogue Kenny. By the way, guys, how's the mic sounding? I notice I've been going into the red a few times, especially when I get louder. If I need to make adjustments, definitely let me know. Anna says Tomlin never wins challenges anyways. I still think he should have threw the flag there. That could have been arguably massive for this team on this drive. And I do think it was a catch. All right, Brian says it sounds fine. As long as it sounds fine, that's all that matters. I did some fine tuning. I know last night it was a little strange. Steerly says I wanted the Steelers to take Jordan Davis to replace Tuitt. And Stephon Tuitt it's an unfortunate thing for this team, man. Everyone knows that was a player that I really enjoyed. And number 90 is going to be helped off the field here. And that's Davis. Oh, I didn't realize that's Davis. That is not good. I don't know why I thought that was somebody else. That is Davis, number 90. Big boy, too. Coming off the field. Brian says it's going to take players to... Yeah, I already read that. What the hell? Viewers in the building says, I just don't understand how Tomlin doesn't challenge that catch. That's my reaction. Like, whether he wins or loses those challenges, it was something that should have happened there. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Steelers. They are past midfield now. And again, they need to score here. They have to score here. And that's going to be caught by Claypool, who stumbles backwards out of bounds after making the catch. So, first down, Steelers. 2 minutes, 54 seconds left in this second quarter. Mark Malone says it's Tomlin again. Going back to it, I know we had a guy in chat peace out because I'm putting blame on Tomlin. But for those who are new, for the last 3 years I've been doing this channel, I have defended Mike Tomlin year in and year out over and over again. But when it's warranted to start pointing the finger in the right direction, I think that's what needs to be said and needs to happen. People have to start being realistic about this team. You know, these Homer channels that you guys seem to love and enjoy, I don't know if you've noticed, and I'm not singling any creators out, but they go ghost. When this team performs badly, all of a sudden they're not uploading content on YouTube anymore. So I guess maybe you should look into that. You know, on this channel, I'm going to be realistic about this team. You see all the black and gold around me. At the end of the day, though, I'm a realist. So I said all that to say I agree with you, Mark. I do, but I think it's more than Tomlin. I think Art needs some of the blame. But at the end of the day, Mike Tomlin brought Matt Canada into this fold. So Brian says, my God, please put in Warren in the second half. I agree with that. Warren's running downhill. He's running downhill. That's what we need from the running back. Because Najee Harris, you saw in this drive, he's dancing too much. Too much dancing, man. You know, Le'Veon Bell got away with that stuff, with the dancing, but that's because we had an offensive line that allowed him to be patient behind the line to find the hole. GT says, let's go Steelers. And Badger says, spooky looking. Is there a haunted house? Kind of. I mean, we got the lights in the background here. I didn't turn the lights on in the front because it's daytime, so it probably wouldn't have looked good anyways. Yeah, Mark, I mean, not saying that they should fire Tomlin, right? Because my thing has always been, who do you replace him with? You can make suggestions, of course. But at the end of the day, I mean, Art has to make a decision in some regard. I know that he said he wants this team to get back to running the ball, but number one, we're not seeing that anyways, and that was back in 2018. During the offseason, he said he wants this team to get back to running the ball. But we're not seeing that. We're not seeing anything that has reflected that they are remotely even back to that. But more importantly, today's NFL, running the ball is just not what it used to be. So, and this goes back to my argument I was talking about Harris. You go back to the era where running the ball was effective and used more often. Guys like Barry Sanders, you saw he had a terrible offensive line throughout his career, but was still able to have a Hall of Fame-like career. So, I mean, when you look at Najee Harris in today's NFL, and he has a terrible offensive line, which is the argument I often see, don't you think he should be in the same ballpark as a Barry Sanders if you're going to use a first rounder on him? That's where I hold him. That's where I put him. And we just haven't seen anything remotely close to that. So, all right, 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Pat Freiermuth in motion. And Pickett's going to throw it to Pat Freiermuth, who gets a massive first down. And we hear Muths in the stadium here. And Kenny is relying on his wristband. I just want to point that out for the listeners and viewers here on the channel that may not be watching. That That's now the third time I've seen Kenny looking at that wristband, the quarterback wristband. So I don't know. Maybe I think he's making the calls here. He's going to run out of the pocket once again. He's going to stretch the arm out, hopefully to get an extra yard or two, but maybe 3 yards on that rush. It does stop the clock, though. Fiend says Tomlin needs to yell at this team at the half. I don't think that would solve anything, unfortunately. Snow says you can replace Mike Tomlin with a bag of balls. Oh, man, that's savage. All right, here we go. Kenny looks. He's going to go down the field to Pickens. Oh, man, these two are jawing at each other. We got Pickens and 24. 3rd and 7. Brian says, holy shit, 0 yards for Harris in this game. And that's why I wanted to make that poll, because I've said it for the last 3 weeks, man. If this game's going to have or if this team's going to have success, they got to get Harris going in the running game. But again, you can't have a running game if your passing game's not effective. And once again, Pickett is going to step up, but he's not going to get anything. In fact, I think he lost yardage there. So 4th down. Eagles call a timeout there with 1 minute and 3 seconds. Danielle says, come on, boys, with the terrible towels in the chat. And I just had a voice crack there. 49 people in the house, 36 likes if you're new to the channel. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. It definitely helps out. Kenny is going to get killed with this line, says Brian. I mean, you're not lying there. And the Steelers are going to settle for a field goal attempt on 4th and 9. And it's going to be good. So 10-21 is the score right now. It is still a manageable game. I wouldn't write the Steelers off just yet. It has not been pretty, but they do have 10 on the board. I've seen worse from them this season. Badger says, need to just ask the team if they just want to head home at halftime, forfeit second half. No, I don't think they should do that. I don't think they should do that. Aaron says, need Mason in the second half to start chucking throws like he's good at, and he's very accurate. Well, I don't think he's suited up in this game. Whether or not there's any truth to Mason being the guy that this team needs, I don't think so, simply because there's a lot bigger issues than quarterback right now. I really don't think the quarterback situation is the problem here. It comes down to the play calling at the end of the day. I did like what I saw from Mason Rudolph in the preseason. Danielle says Boz isn't in snow. Yeah, Boz is out in this game. He has an injury with the groin. Sophisticated says Nick Skiba. I think that's how you pronounce his name. The Steelers brought him in. Obviously, they signed him to the practice squad and quickly activated him to the main roster. The Fiend says, I hope we can come back. It's possible. It's not it's not over is what I'm trying to say. We're only down by what? 11 points. So it's doable. Whether or not it's going to happen, that's another story. And just a reminder, halftime is coming up here. GT's going to take over. And while he's doing his thing, I'm going to step away just briefly to go use the bathroom. And, of course, I will be back. So hopefully GT has a nice halftime report for you guys. I'm going to let him entertain you. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to call him up, make sure he's connected for you guys, and then I'll let him take over. But in the future, we're going to make this all nice and entertaining. We got a flag down already here. Oh. Ball came out, but they're going to say he's down at the 30-yard line. Badger says it's a game, but the flags are sloppy. Yes, I agree. 55 seconds left. Illegal formation on the kicking team. What? Oh my God, dude. What the hell is going on with the Pittsburgh Steelers, man? Yeah, Hurts is playing on a different level this season. Another wide open man. The Eagles are... I can already foresee what's going to happen here. 51 seconds left here in the first half. And they're targeting the sideline. First and 10. Hurts drops back, looks. And the Steelers are going to get their first sack of the day. And that's Malik Reed, I believe, is going to be credited for the sack there. Oh, Hurts had people wide open too. Unreal. Was that Robert Spillane down the field? What the hell? I had to have seen the wrong player there, man. That was not Robert Spillane. I refuse to believe that. Somebody in chat, please bring me back to reality. That was not. I gotta be tripping. I'm tripping. There's no way. Hurts drops back. Plenty of time in the pocket. My goodness. Wide open man, and unfortunately, he drops it for the Eagles. 40 seconds? Did it just say? I'm tripping. Man, they are... First of all, they're in zone. The Steelers are in zone coverage, which is already suspect as it is. These guys are just free floating there as these receivers have no contact on their routes. And that's going to be another sack. Uh-oh, careful. Don't get too crazy. And I think that was Davis who got thrown to the ground on that and still comes down with a sack. That's the intensity you need to see. And Hayward forces him to run out of the pocket. Fiend says, get a touchdown. Or Adams. I said Davis. I got Davis on my brain. Eagle that was injured. And I think they said they're going to be looking at him at halftime because he was not able to walk off the field on his own. 25 seconds, and I'm going to try to calm down because if they don't get aggressive here, I don't know what to say. Yeah, Brian, that's what I'm saying, man. Sure would be nice to see them bomb it down the field to Pickens here. Steeler Lee says he got away with a face mask. To be honest, yeah, they're missing calls on both sides of the field here. So again, 25 seconds left in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Just past the 20-yard line. They got a long field ahead of them. They got one timeout left. And they dump it off to Harris. You know what, GT, if you're in the chat, I'm going to queue you up ahead of time here, man. I'm going to get you caught up here ahead of time. As soon as I get GT on the phone here. 18 seconds to go here. Oh, and Pickett's going to be sacked. And guess who? Javon Hargrave, former Pittsburgh Steeler. Boy, it would be nice to have him. I do have GT on the phone line. And I'm going to be sending it over to him shortly. Fewer says Dotson. And there it is. That is the end of the first half. And I'm going to be bringing on our boy GT. And I assume he has it ready to go. How are we feeling, chat? Steeler Lee says one of the biggest mistakes we made was letting Hargrave go. Big time. Big time. Because look how he's panned out across the state there. All right, GT, are you available? Are you ready to go? All right, GT's finalizing some stuff. Steeler Lee says he's whooping Dotson's ass all over the field right now. Hargrave is. Yeah, Fewer says Dotson with the palm to the head emotes. Aaron says quarterback has more rushing yards than Harris. Let that sink in. That's a new trend, by the way. Let that sink in. For those who don't know, if you're not on Twitter, you probably don't understand. We got 50 people in the house right now. 38 likes. Let's try to get those likes up to like 45 if we can. Fewer says Pierre was in that last drive. Snow says GT. Everyone's saying GT here in the chat. As soon as GT gives me the word, we'll be switching over to him. Danielle says, can't wait for this halftime. Oh, man, the pressure's on GT right now. Oh, man, I don't think GT's ready, folks. Badger says Warren, one carry, 12 yards. Is that right? There's no way. There's no way. I'm about to look right now. One carry for 12 yards. They got to do something at the half. If that's true. There we go. Box score. Yeah, one carry, 12 yards. Unreal. Whereas Najee Harris has 4 carries, 0 yards. Not good. GT says the Vikings game needs to update. Come on, Vikes. Well, GT, if you want, you could just do the Vikings game last and get into the other ones. I would skip that part, GT. I would just skip it. Yeah, just skip that part. You come back to it if possible. That said, I am going to send it over to GT. GT, are you there? Hey, there he is. There he is.
Before we start, can you ask them if they can hear me?
I do believe they can.
All right.
So there you go, sir. It's all yours. Let me pull up the scores for you so they can see here the NFL scoreboard. All right, bro. It's all yours.
All right. Well, thank you, Gold, and welcome everyone to the GT halftime report. I am your host, GT, and today we have an early shit fest over there in London where the Russ Let's Ride Wilson's led Broncos challenged the English loved Jaguars. And the final score over there was 21-17, led by the Broncos. And Russell Wilson had himself a decent game, throwing for 252 yards, a TD, and an interception against Trevor Lawrence, who threw two interceptions in the TD. Evan Ingram led the Jags in receiving, and Etienne had himself a game, going for 156 yards in the TD. Tavius Murray led the rushing for the Broncos, and Jerry Jeudy leading their receptions for the Broncos as well. So there you have it. There's your the Broncos get one over there in across the pond in London. And coming back across the pond, back into America, we go to Atlanta, where the top two NFC South teams face off. That is correct. The Falcons and Panthers are the top two NFC South teams. What a whack year it's been. And currently at halftime, the Falcons lead 14-10. Marcus Mariota is throwing for 69 yards. That's a nice number. With the one TD and an interception, compared to the Carolina's PJ Walker throwing for 67 yards and only having one interception as well. With Kyle Pitts leading with a TD reception. Wow, look at that. He's actually caught a TD in America. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Again, and having Huntley leading the Falcons, rushing 39 yards. Compared to the Panthers, with Devontae Foreman with 73 yards and then a touchdown, and Marshall Jr. leads with 27 yards for the Panthers. A very low yardage game. Must be a very defensive game. But yeah, there you go. Over there in hot Atlanta. And now we go travel up to the East Coast, up to the garbage dump called New Jersey, as the Zach Hunter Milfson-led Jets clash with the New England Patriots and Max Zappi. Or wait, I meant Bailey Jones. Wait, no, that's not right. Fuck it. All right. The New York Jets lead that game at halftime, 10-6, with Zach Wilson battling out Mac Jones currently, throwing 152 yards, a TD with an interception, compared to Mac Jones' 122 yards with only one interception. James Robinson, with no surprise, the new tradey there, leading and rushing for the Jets with only 13 yards. And Garrett Wilson leads the Jets in receptions with 89 yards. Mac Jones leads the rushing for the Patriots. So, they don't really have their running backs aren't too good with 25 yards. And then receiving is, I guess, a running back with Ramondre Stevenson receiving for 59 yards. So I'm gonna say go Jets because fuck the Patriots. Anyway, now we go off to the Motor City, where the sad Detroit Lions take on the Dolphins of Miami, and the sad Detroit Lions must be very happy as they're up 24-17. And Jared Goff is having himself a decent game, throwing for 264 yards and a TD. With Jamal Williams have two rushing TDs of 41 yards, and we have Raymond for the Lions with a 70 yards reception, compared to Tua Tagovailoa passing for two TDs himself of 253 yards, no interceptions. Raheem Mostert rushing with 12 yards leads that, and then Jalen Waddle himself, 72 yards, two receiving TDs. I know you know those people last week because we played the and staying in the Midwest, where the cod-loving midget Kyler Murray leads the Cards against Kirk family member and the Vikes. All right, and over there in Minnesota we go, where the current score before whatever was 14-10. It might be 17-10. Don't know. Was not paying attention. Do not care. Kirk Cousins is currently thrown for 112 yards and one TD. Dalvin Cook has rushed for 80 yards, and Adam Thielen leads the receiving with 49 yards for the Vikings. While Kyler Murray has one TT of his own, passing for 96 yards. He has rushed for 24 yards and leads the team in rushing. And DeAndre Hopkins, no surprise there, 53 yards receiving, leads the team with one touchdown reception. So that is your Midwest game. So now we head south off to the Bayou, where the crap hole fan base and the Raiders take on the gumbo lovers of New Orleans. And currently it is a shutout with 17-0 by the Saints, while Andy Dalton just completely kills everyone by throwing 142 yards with a TD. Alvin Kamara has rushed for one TD with 31 yards rushing, and he has also caught a TD. So he has 54 yards with one TD receiving. Well, passing, we have Derek Carr passing for only 47 yards and an interception. Not doing too good for those that have him. Josh Jacobs has rushed for 35 yards, so he's doing okay. And then I believe their fullback Moreau is leads in receiving with only 25 yards. The Raiders don't seem like they're doing too good. Then again, that's what happens when you have a fan base called the crap hole. But finally, and lastly, do I really have to cover this game? What? Really? I do?
You do.
Fine, I'll cover it. And lastly, certainly least, we go to North Texas, where the Bears take on the Cowgirls. All right. It's currently 28-17 at half. Dallas leads that game. Dak has thrown for 180 yards, 2 TDs and an interception. Tony Bullard has rushed for 51 yards and a TD. And CeeDee Lamb leads in receiving with 65 yards and a TD. While on Justin Fields and the Bears side of the ball, Justin Fields currently has 46 yards with 1 TD, no interceptions. Justin Fields also leads in rushing with 42 yards in the TD. And N'Keal Harry, out of all people, leads the Bears with 24 yards and a TD. Thank you all for watching the stream. This has been the GT Halftime Report, brought to you by the Kold Steel Show, only available on the Kold Steel Network.
All right. Everybody in chat, shout out to GT for providing us with a much-needed halftime report. And, yeah, we are waiting, and here comes the spam bots, GT. Yeah. What do we even say about the Steelers team right now? There we go. Leedy putting down the band hammer. GT, you are still connected, sir. How are you feeling right now about the Steelers team overall?
I mean, the game is going as I expected. I can't say anything wrong about that. I mean,
fair enough.
I expected. I mean, I said it was going to be 45-10. It's currently, it's currently 21-10. Which means the Steelers are not going to score anything in the second half. My prediction stands. That's what's going to happen. I'm hoping that doesn't. I'm hoping we can do something. But I mean, what can be expected?
Yeah. How about AJ Brown, man?
I mean, dude's a monster. 3 TDs, 113 yards. Dude's pulling up like a Randy Moss type game where he's got like 4 receptions.
By the way,
yards and like 4 TDs.
I'm going to end the Harris poll. 82 votes, 55% says no chance. So
I think I voted against. I said the no. So
yeah, I'm just going to end that one because we know it's he doesn't even have a yard in this game, which is pathetic. It's pathetic.
It kind of sucks when your team's leader in rushing is your quarterback. Then again, there was a few teams like that. I mean,
yeah, they're not. Steelers aren't the only ones.
So Jalen Hurts isn't leading his team. That's currently Miles Sanders, but I mean, you would be surprised. But I mean, AJ Brown. I mean, but I want to stick to our offense. How about Derek Watt catching his first touchdown with the team?
How about it? Let's talk about some of the positives, right?
I mean, he's been pretty much invisible ever since he joined the Steelers, outside of like special teams work, and now he goes out there and catches a touchdown from a Claypool out of all people. So I mean, I did like the trick play a little bit. I like the trickeration, but
I like that they did mix it up a little bit there. That was good to see. I got to mention
a lot of it.
I was
Don't do a
going to
lot
say,
of plays.
there was a play, and we're getting ready to head back here to the second half, which I need to update the scoreboard. There we go. There was a play, and by the way, what makes this worse is the Eagles are getting the ball to start the second half, so that's a disaster. But there was a play prior to that. They did a trick play that didn't work. But as you pointed out, they're going to talk to Tomlin. I got to hear this.
I think we all do.
There's really no adjustment, says Tomlin.
Well,
oh, man.
well. Well,
hold on. This is making Tuesday. If you're a Tomlin lover, you might not want to. You might just want to unsubscribe at this point. This guy. Oh no, they're going for AJ Brown again. This guy literally just said there's nothing wrong with the offense. We just got to get the penalties off the field.
I mean, I agree about the penalties, but
I agree as well. But holy shit, how can you say nothing needs to change offensively outside of the fact that they're getting penalties called on them? What?
It's messed up. Najee Harris is getting no rushing yards, which, in my opinion, you need to put in Jalen Warden, who's having a better game.
And as C. Brown in the chat says, he doesn't need to say it, just make the adjustments on the field. And that is something that I've said.
I agree 100% about that. Don't say anything, just play.
Yeah, and then look at this. Look at Sanders just breaks one off there towards midfield. Oh man.
Actually, let me realize me. I gotta go check my fantasy. Yeah.
This is what I get for believing that this team can win this game. They got to make me look like a jackass.
So yeah, Jalen Hurts currently has 21 points for me in the.
There you go. There's a fantasy. We need to make you or get you to do fantasy updates every now and then too.
Javonte, Jamal Williams from Detroit got me 18 points in fantasy, so I'll take that too. And this is in the Steel Twins League, so.
Mark Malone says, we've got to get rid of Tomlin, man. Rooney needs to sack up and do it. To sack up and do it. Again, I'm not there yet, but...
Let me look up A.J. Brown's fantasy stats since we're here.
Dude, his has got to be monstrous. 3 touchdowns in this game.
Not Antonio Brown. No one cares about Antonio Brown.
No, we do not. I know he just had a big interview, which was a disaster. Hands it off to Sanders, who makes some moves there and gets a first down for the Eagles. And are you surprised?
Currently, he has 34.3 points in fantasy. A.J. Brown has. So,
Steeler Lee in the chat says that the Steelers are overcommitting to Hurts, which is allowing Sanders to eat, and I agree with that take.
I do believe in that, which is funny because I said, you have to pressure Hurts.
Yeah,
you have to contain Hurts, but you also have to be able to stop the other players, like the run. Because if you just convert to Hurts, and when he does the whole triple option, because they love running that play.
Oh my god! Oh my god! They just scored.
Well,
Pascal number 3. Wow.
Who scored the touchdown?
Number 3.
I don't know who that is, but yeah, 28.
I think that's his first touchdown.
10. Round of applause to everybody. 28 to.
And guess who was in the area once again? It was Minka, but I don't think I'm going to put the blame. He's the safety. He's supposed to be the last resort there, but he was not in position by any chance.
The corners have to. The corners can't. The idea is the corners are supposed to, help stop the ball, and then if you need to, your safety comes over and helps. But
it's really hard to figure out what the Steelers are doing wrong here, simply because, it's real time. I like to go back and watch replays later in the week.
Yeah. Do you have NFL game? Do you have NFL Plus where you can?
I do not have it this season. I had it last season and the year prior. I might consider getting it. I didn't get it this year because I wasn't planning on doing Steelers content on the channel. I was supposed to be with the Twins, but what that situation is there. But
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
by the way, they did get the extra points, I think.
28-10.
Yeah, let me update that.
Whoa.
Fiend says, I want to rage but laugh at the same time. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now.
I think we're all at that point right now. I think by the end of the season, I'm just going to be numb to pain as a whole. This season's going to make me numb.
Sophisticated says this is going to be a 38-plus scoring game by the Eagles. Yeah, if you predicted
45
that.
to 10. 45 to 10. I'm still holding. If I get to 45 to 10, I might as well start gambling. All right, maybe I'll get. I might win some money off of this.
Yeah. Jesse says I just want to see some glimpse of hope. You might have to tune in next year for that.
Yeah, you might have. I mean, maybe 2 weeks you'll get a glimpse of hope when we play the Saints and TJ Watt's back. But until then, you may get any shit.
I don't think it's no question. This is just simple. TJ Watt does change that defense, period. But
I might be real with you. Next year, if TJ Watt plays the entire year through, and the team is winning and stuff, TJ Watt deserves MVP, no question.
Yeah,
not even just team MVP, NFL MVP. Like, which won't happen because we all know that's a QB award. But like, he is the most valuable player to our team.
I just don't think he alone himself, even though he is going to change this defense when he gets back, I don't think it's going to be enough for this team to turn it around because, as much as Mike Tomlin likes to say that the defense needs to, make the plays to help the offense, I just think that's stupid. No disrespect to Tomlin. And again, he's been my guy for so long. I just don't understand how you can come out as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers and try to put all this blame on the defense, which admittedly right now they do look like shit. Okay, we're not going to pussyfoot this. They suck right now on the field against the undefeated Eagles. But
my opinion,
I mean, if this offense was productive, who's to say the game can't be tied right now if the offense clicks?
Here's the thing. I think there's partial truth to what Tomlin says about the defense helping out the offense. Because if your defense can get stops, that's great. But if you don't have an offense that can move the ball, then your defense can stop the ball 800 times and nothing will happen.
Yeah, they're going to get tired out too.
And then, think about it. A lot of our games last year, the defense was stopping the ball, and with just Big Ben in the offense, wasn't doing anything. It was happening. And if TJ was here, it would happen. I mean, look at the Bengals game. We had 5 picks, 5 turnovers, right?
Yeah.
And we only beat them in overtime with a field goal. After they miss a field goal and we missed it. That, the defense can only do so much before the offense has to come in and help.
And Pat Freiermuth makes a catch there.
Was it over the middle?
No, it was not. It was towards the right side of the field. He's going to be a few yards shy.
Any surprises there? No? Okay, so I thought.
So, GT, let me ask you this. Would you be available to come on briefly towards the end of the stream to, recap everything with me? Oh, no.
The game, if you want me to do a end game?
Yeah, we'll do an end game. Not a full league.
That one I'm just going to wing. I'm just going to wing it. This one, there's not going to be no script for that one.
No, it would just be about the Steelers. I don't even want to talk about the rest of the league.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna disconnect here so I can do the play-by-play for the rest of the game. That goes down. There is contact. Deontay's looking for a flag, but he's not gonna get it. And Sutton's pissed off, yelling at the referees on the sideline. All right, folks, GT is going to be joining us towards the end of the stream. I'll probably call you up right before it goes. I don't know about that. I don't know about that contact, so that's 3 and out for the Steelers. Or not 3 and out, but another punt for the Steelers. Sophisticate says sneaky, another no pass interference. Yep. They missed another one. Whoa, they're going to sneak it. And they got the first down on the sneak there. Okay, alrighty then. I thought they were going to punt it there, but they got ballsy. I like it. All right, we just disconnected from my bro, GT. Again, he will be joining us later. So thank you, GT, for everything. I love what he did there for the halftime report. Hopefully we can make that a weekly thing. You guys seem to enjoy it as well. I can't talk. Under 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Pickett under center. And he play action here. He's going to look. Finds Pat, who once again does the thing that I hate the most. Too much dancing in the backfield, and we got a flag. Shocker. Holding. And that's going to be on Chucks. And as Brian said in the chat, holding penalty that will be a drive killer. Yeah, Chucks with the hold there. Pickett drops back, looks on 1st and 20, and he connects with Chase Claypool, who's going to fight his way for a first down. There you go. Take it down to midfield. There you go. That's what we need to see from Chase on a consistent basis. I want to see some damn heart from this goddamn offense, man. There you go. Use that body. Look at that. Look at that. There you go, Chase. And then Pickett here drops it off to Deontay Johnson for a few yards. I want to see more downfield passes from this damn offense, man. Uh-oh. Chase is on the sideline, waving his arm towards the ground. That's not good. His fingers are taped. All right, 2nd and 5 for the Steelers. Claypool is on the sideline dealing with what looks to be a minor injury. And they're going to hand it off to Najee Harris, who gets maybe 2 to 3 yards on the carry. Brian says, why is Harris still in the game? I'd like to know. I would prefer if they put Warren in because, you know, again, when it comes to running backs, running downhill is the way you got to go. And I would argue he gets more yards on that carry. Yeah, he doesn't have it this season. He's checked out. I agree with you, Sophisticated. You know, that's been my thoughts the last 2 weeks now. And he's going to Harris. See, this is what I'm saying. Harris, get up the field. You're dancing too much. That was a first down. Catch the ball, run a fucking straight line, bro. What is he doing? You're not making anybody miss with this freaking stuff you're doing, man. Exactly. I agree with Romo. I can't believe I'm agreeing with Romo. You catch the ball, you got to go forward. You're dancing in place. You're allowing them to close in on you, bro. Holy hell, bro. You are a professional football player. You are paid millions of dollars to play football, and you're dancing. Damn it, that pisses me off. 4th and 2, they're going to go for it. They look. And he's going to hit Harris again, who tries to hurdle. What are you doing? Kenny looks, fires. He hits Chase Claypool for a few yards here, and they're going to have a hard time bringing Claypool down. Claypool's playing with some heart right now, and I love it. Najee Harris is pissing me off. And as Patton says in the chat, put your head down and run with the ball. God damn, man. I know I said I wasn't going to get upset in this stream, but my goodness, man. Pickens in motion. They're going to hand it off. And look at that. Would you look at that? If that is not evidence that they need to keep him in the game, Warren, go straight up a line. And guess what? First down. If you are subscribed to Najee Harris being the starting running back of this team, you, and I say this as respectfully as possible, you're stupid. You're stupid. Look what Warren just did there on that carry. And I agree with Steeler Lee. If you want to make comparisons, yeah, James Conner. That's how James Conner ran. Hard, straight to the point. Get the yardage. Oh, no. What the fuck? What is going on with Deontay Johnson and Pickett, bro? There's like no connection there. Folks, this is bad. This is bad offense. You got to keep Warren in the game. Admit that you made a mistake drafting Harris in the first round. They could have got Creed, and they chose not to do that. There's a catch by Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be about 3 yards shy of a first down. Yeah, Jesse, they do. They seem like they're off. There's just no connection. Either, Pickett's, either DJ's running the wrong routes or Pickett's just, maybe he's not making the right throw. I don't know. But I would put my money that it is definitely DJ not running the right routes because it's been said before. Steeler Lee says, where the heck is Pickens? Well, right now, I think he's on the right far side of the field here on this down. 3rd and 4. Pickett drops back, looks, fires, and that's going to be overthrown to Chase Claypool, who's looking for a flag. I think if that ball was closer to Claypool, they might have called pass interference, but it sailed out of bounds, and they're going to hold on to the flag. And I don't understand this. They're going for the field goal right now. I agree with Steeler Lee in the chat. What the hell does this team have to lose? You go for a field goal. Your defense is having a hard time stopping the Eagles' offense. And you know what's going to happen. And granted, yes, and I just got reminded about Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to be bringing that up here after I get off this rant. Yes, this defense performed very badly today so far. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But I know the dialogue this week is going to be mostly on the defense instead of the offense. The offense isn't being very productive on every drive. We got a lot of punts in this game, folks. This defense is not playing well. Again, I admit that. But when your offense isn't producing anything, it's really hard as a defense to play at your best because, one, you're on the field too much, and two, as much as we don't want to admit this, when your offense plays so piss poor, you start thinking to yourself, what is there to, why even try at this point? You know what I'm saying? The point is there's not enough motivation from the defense because the offense is garbage, and the defense knows they're going to have to come right back on the field and try to make up for what the offense lacks. And yeah, Steeler Lee, Scribble has been doing a good job replacing Boz. I agree with that. He's been spot on today. No issues from him whatsoever. Guy should probably be playing full-time in the NFL at this point. I mean, this is a big opportunity for him for sure because, when Boz comes back, there's going to be opportunities for him maybe with another team down the road. Building that resume. But yeah, man, what do you have to lose? I mean, honestly. My goodness, man. I just... Oh, today's stream or broadcast is actually brought to you by Call of Duty. How about it? How about it? Community. I want to plug something for you guys. I'm doing something special tonight. Tonight, we're going to be getting off the stream after this game, obviously, but my night is not over. I am going to be streaming tonight at 6 o'clock p.m., and I don't know how long the stream's going to be, but since they brought up Modern Warfare 2, it reminded me to plug this. I am going to be live playing Modern Warfare 2, again at 6 o'clock p.m. If you guys want to tune in, if you are a gamer, if you just want to hang out. You can even talk Steelers football. I don't care what you do in the chat. But yeah, and just a heads up, you know, I'm kind of in the mid-level as far as being competitive in this game. I have great games, and then, of course, I have a few games where I kind of admittedly suck, but I'm not a terrible player. So if you guys want to come hang out and enjoy some entertainment, it's actually going to be a test run to see how strong my computer is, because I'm going to be playing and streaming from the same PC. So wish me luck in that regard. All right, let's get back to this. 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. Danielle says I'm going to tune in. And by the way, the link for that is on the community tab of this channel. So if you do want to tune in after the stream tonight, just go to the community tab here on this channel and you'll be able to find the link. Jesse says they'll be tuning in. All right. Hurts drops back, finds a man open, and that man is A.J. Brown, who is not able to make the catch. Uh-oh. Tomlin's pissed off. He's yelling at somebody. And it looks like Tomlin's saying that A.J. pushed off on that. Third and 4. Hurts drops back, looks, fires. One-handed catch there. And they're having a hard time bringing this guy down. Man, there is so many guys they got to get rid of. Robert Spillane being one of them. Miles Jack misses a tackle. Took 3 guys. Jacob says we need a touchdown. We need more. We need a few of those. I don't think this team has it, though, at this point. Flag on the play. A.J. Brown, another missed tackle. And he's going to be a yard shy, depending on what this flag is. Another illegal formation in this game. This time it's going to be on the Eagles. We got 4 minutes, 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Brian says, and yet they won't bench Harris. It makes no sense to me, man. And that is going to be handed off to Sanders for a few yards. Hurts actually faked like he was going to run to the outside, but Sanders goes right up the middle. Steer Lee says, wow, an illegal formation on the Eagles. How about it, right? How about it? 2nd and 9. And Hurts, play action looks. He's going to go deep to guess who? And that's A.J. Brown, who honestly, I'm surprised wasn't able to come down with that. It looked like it was very catchable. And Terrell Edmonds, I'd like to see the replay. They said it was broken up by Edmonds, but I'm not sure. And that's going to be a holding call on the Eagles. And it's going to be on Kelsey, whose brother plays for Kansas City. And how about the Dallas Cowboys? They just scored a touchdown. Second and 19 for the Eagles here after the penalty. And Hurts drops back, looks, steps up, but he's going to be met, and that's going to be a sack for Hayward, I believe. Do they credit him for the sack, or did he get back to the line of scrimmage? Third and 24. And they're going to hand it off to Sanders, who has plenty of open field. GT has an updated score for us. The Patriots now lead New York 19-10. Thank you all. This has been a GT score update brought to you by the Kold Steel Show, only on the Kold Steel Network. Miss Pittsburgh says Steelers Nation needs to bring out the brown paper bags. Just maybe they might start playing football. I don't even think those would help, to be honest. Oh, wow. They're going to down that. Why are you touching the ball, you absolute dumbass? Oh, get this guy off the fucking team. You got to go. They're trying to explain this. I don't know what Gunner was thinking there. Maybe he's thinking touchback. You can make that argument, but let me paint a picture for you guys. Let's say Gunner does that, picks the ball up, and then drops it. Or let's say an Eagles player forces him to fumble. It's a much different situation now. That was the stupidest shit I've ever seen from a kick returner. Probably ever. He needs to go. He's another player that cannot stay on this roster. And now I'm even more pissed because I told you guys prior to this stream starting that I was going to be less angry, less frustrated, and yet here I am, probably the most pissed off I've been all season. If I'm being honest. Brian says the ball is down where it's first touched, so he can pick it up, even a muff, and it will be Steelers' ball. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Even if that is the case and the Steelers would still get the ball, you just don't do that. And not to mention, he's fumbled on these drives before, or on these punt and kickoff returns. So I've seen enough. Snow says, would Giants trade Tomlin for a bag of balls yet? GT says, I think I'm going to get liver poisoning. That's not good. One minute, 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. And that's going to be a direct snap there for the Steelers. I think that was Harris. Yes, it is. And he gets pretty much nowhere. He runs into a pile of Eagles. And here comes the rush. And Pickett's going to complete it to Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be just short of a first down. And here comes third down. 3rd and 1 to be exact. Sophisticated says, so much pain watching the Steelers team. Or this Steelers team. Pickett goes deep. That's going to be overthrown. And there's a flag. This is going to be a hot take, and I know it's going to piss some people off. I am no longer on the Deontay Johnson train. I may have never been on that train. Pass interference on the defense. I do not like the way Deontay Johnson, whether it's pass interference or not, gives up on plays. Yeah, he's being pulled by the back of the jersey. All right. Pickett's with the biggest rush in this game for Harris. And guess what? You know why he gets that? Because he didn't do any dancing in the backfield. It was a delayed handoff from Pickett. There's a hole there, and he just makes only 1 or 2 cuts there and runs straight up the middle of the field. And look at that. He ran a guy over, too. Final 10 seconds in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Pickett looks, and it's going to be batted up in the air at the line. 4 seconds left now after the ball gets popped up in the air. Thankfully, comes back down to the ground. 2nd and 10. Danielle says about time for Harris. That's what he needs to do. You know, if you're going to make cuts, fine. But when he starts dancing, that's when you're allowing the defense to close in on you. So it is good to see that he ran straight down the field. Hopefully he continues to do that. Take what you can get. And sometimes you can get more. And there's a lot of pressure. But Pickett makes a great pass to Pat Freiermuth for a first down. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Tons of pressure there, but he's able to keep his composure. Sophisticated says, wow, only 1 quarter left. Isn't it crazy? So, by the way, again, I will be live at 6 on the gaming channel, which the link will be in my community tab. You guys can come hang out, watch me play some Modern Warfare 2. Of course, you could talk about the Steelers if you want to. So it's an extra little bit of time you guys can come hang out. How long I'll be live tonight, I don't know. And then, of course, the next live stream is going to be on Tuesday for the Penguins. And I do believe they're taking on Boston. Penguins themselves are in a losing slump right now, so. Steerly says, now I know that Drunk Indians fan felt in Major League 2. Oh, man. GT says, score update, Dallas leads 42-23. This has been another GT score update brought to you by Kold Steel Show, only on the Kold Steel Network. GT, I wish there was a way, like, I know you could do it with super chats. Obviously, I don't want you sending tons of money, though, to the channel. I wish there was a way I could, like, make that stand out. I think that would be cool. These are things that I hope YouTube adds. Like, give us more options for highlighting, comments in the chat. Brian 3 says, I'm sure Tomlin will find a way to lose during a bye week. Oh, man. Sophisticated says 22 did something positive on this drive. Yeah. How about it? By the way, we are at a commercial break. I'm John Fetterman. These political ads, I cannot wait until after November. Snow says, can we start a pension to get Matt Canada fired for real? All right, 2nd and 9 for the Steelers. And he's going to toss it to, I believe, Sims. And he's going to get a first down. Big hit there. And I really like what we're seeing from Sims. By the way, there was an interview on the Moats show, which I know I said I don't want to bring other channels up, but it was a good interview with Sims. I love his backstory to how he got in the NFL and what it took for him to get on this roster. And seeing him ball like this is great. I hope they continue to keep him in the offensive scheme, if there is a scheme. But Steelers are going down the field. They are past midfield now. After that last play there, Pickett drops back, looks, avoids a sack, and oh no, that's going to be a fumble, isn't it? Oh no, I think that is going to be a fumble by Pickett. And that was Hargrave that forced that fumble. Brian says game, set, match. Yeah. And I guess I look stupid for coming into this game thinking that this team would surprise us like they did against Tampa Bay. It's going to be a rough season, folks. It is going to be a rough season. But I will continue to make content on the team throughout the year. I will continue to do these live streams. I'm kind of upset that I didn't start the season off doing the live streams. Again, that may be a topic for another day. Probably not, but yeah. So, I mean, going forward, we're going to continue pushing out content. Even if it's hard, it's not going to be easy, talking about this team when they're in this position that they're in. I've always been a realist. You know, going back to last year when everyone was trying to believe in that team, I was the one telling you guys that this team was just not good. And nothing's changed. In fact, I would say they've gotten worse without Ben. Not saying Ben could come into this team right now and, you know, produce better. That's just foolish. That's for homers to believe in. I'm not ever going to subscribe to that idea. At the end of the day, it's just this offense, the play calling is just not good. And right now, this defense looks terrible. Steerly says that little hand got Pickett. Yeah, they're for the people who said the little hands was going to be an issue. Well, you just got a check mark there. Brian says 2-15. Here we come. Oh boy. Oh boy. GT says Q&A perhaps. We'll focus on just talking Steelers. Unless that's what you mean by Q&A, then yeah, we'll definitely do Q&A in regards to your thoughts on the team. Steeler Lee says, look on the bright side, Kold. If you can cover this team when we're bad, that shows awesome character instead of homers who only support us when we win. And I don't want to point out anybody here on the platform, but I will say, and you guys can take this for whatever you will, I am by nature a competitive person. Oh my God. AJ Brown just took off. He was literally maybe 15 yards away from another touchdown, and he's pulling on those hamstrings. Not sure if that's injury related or if he's just disappointed he couldn't finish. Man, I'll tell you, if you got this guy in your fantasy team, that is pretty massive. And Minka gets a shoe diving tackle there. But no, I am, every time I'm going to get into these rants, Sanders is going to break it away. That's going to be a touchdown. Sanders takes it to the house. Man, I really should have put money down on this game because the way I was thinking. But going back to what Steeler Lee said, and I appreciate you making that comment about having the character to stick around. That's always been my thing. You know, a lot of people like to point the finger at me and say I am a negative person, but I think those people that say that stuff weren't around in 2020 when his team was undefeated. And obviously my content was much different. I was more positive about the team because I had a reason to be positive. But when this team performs badly, I'm just not going to come on here on a weekly basis and tell you guys that we're going to the Super Bowl. I just don't subscribe to that. Now, I did have a good feeling coming into this game, mainly because as a Steelers fan, when you come off a bye week, sometimes teams perform worse than they usually do. And I was kind of trying to buy into that and cater to the Homer the Homer fan base that frequently comes to the channel. But I normally don't subscribe to that kind of talking points. And I do take pride in everything I do. I am a competitive person at nature. And when I see certain Homer channels getting majority of the views and, you know, the support, things along those lines, it's frustrating as a creator. You know, especially when I put in the amount of effort, you see the scoreboard, you see the surrounding, you see everything I do. I'm very talented in that regard. And yes, I'm saying that, but I've heard that from millions of people. Not just in this space, but also in my graphic design career. So, yeah, it's frustrating when you see the homers on this platform. They come and go. There's certain channels on here that haven't uploaded recently. So, let that sink in. Let it sink in! Oh, man. Danielle says this is a pitiful team. Yeah. Oh, man. Steerly says, we have 3 embarrassing losses. This has to count for some type of change in the coaching staff. Again, I will be surprised. I will be surprised if they do not fire Canada. I know that the tradition is to finish the season. We'll see if they keep that going. But there's been so much change in the last year, not just with, the roster, but, Khan is now in control of a lot of the team in regards to the contract and all that stuff, the contracts and all that stuff. So there's been a lot of change in the staff department. I don't know. I think the Steelers need to make changes, man. We can't continue the Steeler way. The NFL has changed drastically since the early 2000s and the 90s and so on and so forth. They got to make a change here with the coaching staff, and best way to do that is to get rid of Canada. I know some people say you don't fire a coach in the season, and the Steelers haven't really done that. But what do you have to lose at this point? Jesse says, we appreciate the realness and honesty, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. There's definitely other places folks can go for sure. So the fact that you guys chose to support my channel today is awesome. It is awesome. Steeler Lee says the Lions just announced Barry Sanders is getting a statue outside the stadium. How about that? That is awesome. And what a career he had, even cutting it short on his own terms. Still amazing, man. All right, here comes the Steelers offense. 12 minutes, 35, and of course, there is a flag. And that's going to be a neutral zone infraction on the defense. Number 98. So for once, it's not on the Steelers. First and 5 after the penalty. Pickett drops back, looks. He's going to be He's going to have some contact on him. He is down right now. And he's getting up. It is complete to Harris for some positive yardage there. 2nd and 3 now. I don't know why they're not stretching the field at this point. You're down by a lot in the 4th quarter, and we're still dumping the ball off. It's just atrocious at this point. They're going to hand it off to Harris. We just handed the ball off in the 4th quarter, folks. If Canada's not fired immediately after this game, then this is just bad in every facet. I mean, another pass to Harris there. Maybe 5 yards. We are approaching 11 minutes left here. Patton says, I'm not stressing either, but 4 L's in a row for them and 2 L's in a row for the Steelers. It's not good. It's not good for Pittsburgh sports fans like myself, but I'm going to keep rocking, man. I don't even care if there's only 2 people. Kenny Pickett's going to keep it, run up the middle, slide past midfield for the first down. I could have 1 viewer, and I'm still going to do this. I have to believe that, and I really hate that I'm talking about, the creative aspects of what I'm doing, but, with the team performing as bad as they are, I don't know what else to really say. But I'm here for the grind, man. I really hope that in time, more people find out what we're doing here and subscribe to it. And if you're one of those people, man, I appreciate the hell out of you. You have no idea. You really have no clue. Especially right now with the way Pittsburgh sports is, having you guys to kind of lean on and know that we all share similar, opinions about this team is an amazing thing. And I even like some of the times, the disagreements, as long as they make sense. Danielle says, what makes this worse is Philly is the sports god city of this year. That's right. The Flyers are in first place in the Metro right now in hockey. There's a handoff to Warren. And Pickett's going to be knocked back. That's a major sack for the Eagles. And that is going to be 4th down. Pickett's definitely wearing green today. Oh, man. There's nobody there. And they're punting it on 4th and 16 down. This team has checked out officially. With 9 minutes and 24 seconds left and you're near midfield, I understand, cutting the field short, but I don't understand the play calling. Nothing is. I'm going to lean back just like I did for the Penguins game last night. I'm going to get comfortable now because I don't need to be close to my screen to watch this. It's not worth doing it. By the way, I gotta say, man, I'm looking at myself in the stream. I'm fresh today, man. I got the beautiful black and gold on. The hat looks nice. Oh yeah, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I ain't feeling this team right now, but I'm feeling myself. God damn it. Yeah. Oh boy. And this is how, babies are made. You know what I'm saying? If you're wondering, man, how the hell are you having another kid in your mid-30s, bro? She can't resist. Steel Blondie, she can't resist. Oh, shit. Oh, great. Hey, Patton, thank you. Anyone seeing a positive in this game? Let's see. Let me think. I think I would say maybe Canada gets fired after this performance. Maybe. Danielle says, I turned off the game, so I just got you now. GT says, Blondie's not going to kill me. She ain't going to kill me. There you go, Luke. There you go, Luke. Luke says, we found out Warren should definitely be starting. There you go. I don't know why that went over my head. That is a very good positive to point out. We know that we have a capable running back in Warren. He's not afraid to just go down the field and run downhill. Run downhill. That is what you need from your running back, man. You can't have guys dancing in the backfield because, again, you're just going to allow the defense to close in on you. 9 minutes, 24 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Snow says the backup kicker was solid today, which I don't think he's going to stay here full time. Boz is going to return. But I do think he'll get a contract offer at some point with another NFL team for sure. If anything, he's building his resume for his career. Second and 9 for the Eagles. They got a long field ahead of them. They're going to hand it off to Sanders. Or no, they hand it off to 35 there. GT says, Minshew Mania, what did he do? Luke says it feels like Najee doesn't know he's 240 pounds, if that's not spot on. Guy has a big frame, man, and he's not using it. Luke says Eagles have 2 quarterbacks better than ours. I'm sick. I don't know. I can't really evaluate the quarterback situation, honestly, because the play calling is the biggest problem here. We can't really see what we can get from Pickett yet, because when you look at this playbook right now, right? Oh my God, this guy's wearing a Batman mask on the sideline. Kelsey. Wow. I just lost my train of thought. 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. 3rd and 15 for the Eagles. And Hurts hands it off. It goes nowhere at Hayward, and number 50 there for the Steelers. GT says I'm sick, but it's from Taco Bell. I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time. My favorites, if I had to pick something from Taco Bell, it's probably the quesadillas. The steak quesadilla. It's good shit. Makes you shit, but it's good shit. Danielle says sometimes fast food does that to you. Yeah. Yep. I think we have a roast on for tonight. In the good old crock pot. Shout out to the crock pot. I can actually smell it from here. In fact, the kitchen's actually right below me. By the way, with the announcement of me having another child, I'm not sure if I'm going to be staying in this room or not. We might have to move around in the house. But of course, we got time for that. I really don't want to move this setup that I have right now, but we got a lot of thinking to do in that regard. Snow says crockpot food is amazing. Oh, absolutely, man. See, normally Blondie just makes, and by the way, I can't say this enough. There's a reason I'm fat, folks. This woman knows how to cook. And it's 100% my fault, because I, over the years, have overate, and I went from, and look at Warren. Look at Warren going right down the field. Just a little inside about my history. I used to work in warehousing. I worked on the railroad, so I always did hard labor jobs. And in 2017, I took a shot at myself and started doing freelance graphic design. And lucky me, I got to work with some of my favorite hip-hop artists and made a career out of that. But because of that, I'm at the house more. I went from moving around for 12 hours to sitting at a desk. And of course, my eating habits didn't change, and here I am. Here I am, trying to lose weight over the last 2 years. But it's hard not to eat some of that food she makes, man. She's a good cook. But of course, she's at work today, so we're doing the crock pot. Normally, she cooks fresh meals. I don't think there's ever been a night where I didn't have, something cooked. Wow. How about Warren? He deserves a terrible towel. I know this game is over. It's under 6 minutes, but that man deserves a terrible towel. Luke says, that's like me from playing football. I gained like 30 pounds when I went to school and stopped playing. Yeah, I was in charge of, and it was crazy because I worked at Amazon, and anyone who's ever worked there, if you have, let me know in the chat. They have 4 quarters, just like football. Normally, you're not allowed to do the same thing 4 times at that job. But I was so good at the dock that they kept me down there for pretty much the entire 4 quarters. Maybe one, they'd have me go do picking. But yeah, I was just so good down there. I'm telling you, dude, I was a beast. Moving boxes into those trucks and keeping control of everybody. Oh, man. That goes nowhere for the Steelers. Third down. And then, of course, on the railroad, I was a conductor. Not passenger trains. It was industry or industrial. I worked for Norfolk. I wasn't there very long, though, because I had anxieties about the job. It's not an easy job to do. Oh, and that's going to be picked after it's tipped. That should have been a Pat Freiermuth touchdown. Gardner Johnson of the Eagles gets the pick there. Daniel says the lights on Rooney's photo. I love it. That was set up by Blondie, of course. That's another thing about her, man. She's very festive. Sometimes it's annoying, I'm not going to lie. They wanted to paint my face up, but I'm not having that. Mainly because if you guys look, I have this redness on my face. I actually have a skin condition that sometimes gets worse depending on my diet. So, and right now my diet hasn't been good. I've been playing Call of Duty and not eating the best of foods, obviously. Sheets hot dogs. No, really? I mean, depends what you put on it, I guess. And you can't beat the price, right? Oh, man. Luke says, just let Mitch play the rest of the game. Yeah, Sophisticated says, all right, folks, nothing else to say. Maybe we should let's bring GT. If you're still in the chat, I want to bring you on, bro. Maybe we'll lighten this up a little bit. And that damn drink's got me having indigestion, man. My God. But yeah, I just gave you guys a little history lesson about what I used to do. 4 quarters at Amazon, breaking the rules. And I'll never forget when I was telling people that, and I don't think I ever said this, in 2014, I was hired by thisis50.com, 50 Cent's website. And I was hired to do graphic design over there on the ads department. Never met 50, so let's get that out of the way. But I told people, you know, what I wanted to do, and they just laughed at me. They thought it was stupid. And most of them didn't believe me, so. Snow says, make Tomlin go in at quarterback and then don't block for it. Damn. I'm going to call GT up. He is calling. Why is it not giving me audio? What's up, bro? You're connected, sir. Are you alive? Uh-oh.
Thanks.
GT!
Yes.
Are you alive, sir?
I think I'm alive.
All right, he can hear me.
Is this not hell? Are we not in purgatory right now?
I wouldn't even call it purgatory. I think we know our destiny.
Purgatory.
C. Brown says Canada in our quarterback situation sucks, and that is holding our team back. I don't want to. I agree with half of what you said there. I'm not ready to throw Pickett under a bus yet, especially on a tipped interception. That was the touchdown all day to Pat Freiermuth, but it was tipped in the air. That was just great defense. But yeah, Canada's got to go. I feel like a broken record at this point.
Hello?
Huh? Oh, shit! Hey, we got a special guest.
What's up, guys?
Who's here?
Who's
this?
What's up, guys?
Easy?
Hey, yeah, that's V's. Check out the fucking merch. Look at this. Look at that.
Yo, fuck the Ravens. Fuck the Ravens.
What's the link for that? Give him the link for that.
CreatorVisionApparel.store. I'll write it in the comments right now, actually.
He's going to put it in the comments. He is a KSN member, by the way. Pierre's down on the ground.
Membership. I gotta use my gifted membership.
I didn't know you was coming over today, sir.
But I'm here. I'm here, guys.
The Ravens
How
fan.
Fuck
the Ravens.
Danielle says, what's up? She put VZ in all caps.
Where's the camera? Oh, the camera's right there.
Yeah, this is
Hi,
my
guys.
my actual brother. My actual brother. I have to say that. Because I throw that word around very loosely sometimes. I'll just say that. Huh?
Comments.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Leedy says, can't wait to see all the bandwagon trash Steelers fans blame this shit on Kenny. Yeah, exactly.
There you go, guys. The link is in the store or in the
Chat, yeah. Where's it at? I don't see it. Actually, I got to do it from here.
Pop up. I'm gifted a member. I used it.
What?
The gift of membership. Look at that.
I don't see it.
I see it. Right there.
Oh, he can't hear me. He can't hear me. Oh, no.
We can hear you. What are you talking?
Dang, man. Y'all
I was like,
what's up, GT?
VC can't hear me.
Man?
Oh, yeah, V's can't because I got the headphones on.
Yeah.
Why is the comment not showing up?
Oh. Right there.
I think it's because it's a link and only you can post links.
That's weird. It should still pop up, though. Wait, why is
It should pop up in the. I don't know, man. I don't see. YouTube.
We won,
YouTube
though.
stupid.
It's looking like y'all about to lose. Ah.
Oh, yeah, Danielle said, fuck the Ravens.
Yeah, man.
What? What's up?
Hey, man. I was just coming to check.
So what brought you
I
to
figured, it's the last couple minutes losing to the undefeated Eagles right now.
Yeah, it's bad. Brian says, I think
So
Chase is going to demand they trade him off of this team. I wouldn't blame him.
Trade him.
Yeah, look, GT's talking about trading.
Trade Deontay, trade Chase, start fucking Pickens, start Simmons.
What is it? I'm going to put it in there.
Simmons. All right. Also, check out the Kold Steel merch. All right.
Yeah, check out my
KoldSteelNation.com.
I'm going to say this now.
Cold.
Y'all need to go get some merch, man. I'm not a Steelers fan, but I'm going to support my brother and say go get some merch right now.
Well, hold on. Time out. Let me see this. The store's not functional yet. I got to wait till Monday to call the payment processor because I'm not working with PayPal. Forget that.
Are you cussing on your stream? Do you cuss on your stream? Yeah. All right, fuck that. You need to get that up now.
Creator Vision what?
Apparel.store. CreatorVisionApparel.store, people. AREO.
So, VC, when am I joining the podcast, huh? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Creator Vision Podcast. Make sure you guys go over there and subscribe as well. Yep, that's right. Yep. Boom. Enter. Yep. Y'all go over there and get some creator merch right now. If you're a creator, yeah, go get some merch.
There you go. Go over there.
I got you.
Shameless plug. Let's go.
Get that.
I will foreclose this and say, he is a Ravens fan, but we got love for him.
I'm putting it out there now, people. All right, because I know a lot of you hate the fact that I'm a Ravens fan, so I will say this, and it's live too. And this is documented. This is going to stay up on YouTube and everything. If Lamar Jackson does not get paid next season and he does go somewhere else, I will be a Steelers fan next season.
Whoa, that is some bandwagon shit right there. What? Wow.
All right, Ravens, don't pay Lamar. Let's go.
GT says, all right, Lamar, don't get paid.
CreatorVisionApparel.store.
Wow, this guy is savage. What? You don't understand how long.
Make that a Twitter meme.
And VZ has just left the studio, folks. Shout out to my brother. He had to drop by and show some love.
We love him. He's a great guy.
C. Brown says the wide receivers are frustrated. They should be. They're being held back by this poor offensive coordinator. They should be.
Yeah, but I'm still on trade Claypool trade.
Well, I mean, if it's going to benefit the team, I mean, we have plenty of receivers, in my opinion.
We can get picks
because we got Sims.
Miles Boykin. Yeah,
Sims looks promising.
Boykin.
Austin can come back next season.
Yeah, we can draft wide receivers out of our asshole. So no matter what the fuck we do here.
1 minute 15 seconds left here. They're going to hand it off. And a missed tackle there, and they break it away as Spillane chases down the ball carrier.
Is it over?
It's getting there. Dude, I don't even care. I didn't even change the scoreboard with the timeouts and stuff.
I stopped caring before I did the halftime show. All right. I guess technically I stopped caring when the game started because I already knew it was going to be a blowout. There would be no what. So, But
Brian says, I hope the sports media will ask Tomlin some hard questions. You can count on DK, and the Eagles are going to down this. I'm sure DK, and I keep saying I don't want to talk about other channels, and I bring them up anyways, but shout out to DK. I do watch his content pretty much every morning when I'm cooking breakfast. But DK, he does do the press conference questions, and that's going to be game, folks. That is it.
so
The
will
final
there be
34-13 is your final score, and the Eagles advance to what, 7-0 or something like that now?
7-0, and we advance to
5.
2-5.
Is it 2-6?
2-6. 2-6 because we don't have our bye yet.
Yeah, we're about to head into the bye week, which I will
Yeah.
not be doing any content this upcoming
Oh,
weekend on the Steelers. That is.
No bye week GT Q&A.
Hey, you want to do it? You want to do a Q&A, GT? Is that what does that mean?
It's a question. Basically, what you do is like on Tuesday, you put in the community tab and on Twitter saying, "All right, doing the Q&A stream on like Sunday or whatever with me," and then what you do is you say drop questions below, and then people that are subscribed.
All right, I'll
and
tell you
stuff
what.
can ask
I don't
questions.
think we have a lot of people in here right now because the game is over. Let's see. All right, 31
No,
people.
I'm saying you're doing
I got an
the
idea. Hold
community
on.
tab.
No, we're gonna do this properly.
Look, I knew it was coming.
Oh, God.
Hey, Fiend, I knew it was coming for the high chair.
which
I was actually
which
gonna tell you
we
to sit in your high chair.
which we did steal. Did I say QT? I'm sorry. I just fucked your name up, GT. I'm sorry.
Sorry, VC, but I am the permanent member of the high chair. You do not get the high chair. Only I am. I am the permanent member of this high chair. No one else gets this fucking high chair except for GT. All right. Thank
This
you.
is why he's on my show from now
But
on,
I got
man.
the I'm the one that gave over the emote.
Mark Malone says, and I love Mark Malone because he's a savage and he's so honest. He says, we've got to get rid of this worthless piece of shit Tomlin.
See, here's the
I
thing,
probably
though.
just lost like
We
7
need to,
subscribers.
we
I don't
won't.
even care, bro.
We won't.
What'd
We
you
won't.
say, GT?
I said we need to get rid of Tomlin. We won't. We'll let him retire when he retires because of what he's built on with the entire
No,
thing.
I don't think it's Tomlin. I think it's Canada. But Tomlin's responsible for bringing him in, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, see, what Tomlin should have done is he should have, looked around for other potential OC candidates outside of the Steelers and done that. But no, because Tomlin doesn't like to do that, and he wants to see this team fail, he decided to bring in Canada.
So GT, if we're gonna put this in basketball forms, what you're saying is Mike Tomlin is Rob Pelinka for the Lakers right now, right?
Yeah, that sounds about.
Okay. All right, I'm with you.
I mean,
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
6 votes. Wow, somebody actually voted no, GT. How do you feel about that?
I mean, you know what? I mean, some people don't want to ask questions. I understand that.
Oh, I thought you would have a much more savage response to
You
that.
would have said about
VC.
people having a
I don't
business.
think VC low key, He's just like, fuck it. No questions for
70%
GT.
says no. Damn, GT. No love, bro.
Well, the 83% is all that matters, all right?
You're right. I like that fucking attitude, bro. 28 people, a lot of fake fans have already left the stream. They want to go check out the Homer channels. They want to go see what they're talking about because, we're honest around here. Fiend says not me.
We're realists.
Yeah, the realist, there's no love for the realist, bro. Take it from me.
I think people with the GT Q&A. I can't blame them.
Hey, I got the juice for you. If you want to be successful on YouTube and you want to get into this game, here's what you need to do. You need to be a homer, okay? Your quality has to be absolute shit, and you have to zoom. You got to have your camera zoom in and out every time you make a talking point. All right? You do a lot of jump cuts, some corny music in the background, and you got to drink White Claw. That's very important.
Well, I do one of those. So
a lot of audio issues. You got to have mic issues. You got to have guys showing up midstream. You got to have terrible fucking quality to be successful.
One of your speakers in your headphones.
or you just have to be an Indian Bollywood type thing and have the entire country support you. That works too.
Bollywood?
Yeah, think about what T-Series did. T-Series literally became because they had the entire country of India fucking supporting them. You not remember the T-Series stuff?
Danielle,
am I the only one that remembers this? This is like 2019, 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Nah, bro, not compared to last season. Last season, I was a terrible content creator. And
Well, we're gonna talk about a lot of that very soon. Very, very soon.
by the way, again, I have to plug this. I am going live again for the third time today at 6 p.m. to do Modern Warfare 2 on the gaming channel. So.
Oh Jesus, really?
Yeah, 6 o'clock, bro. It's going down. I've slept probably 10 hours the last 3 days.
86 people decide that they want to hear GT answer questions. Those are the 86 people that I will those 86 people that voted, send me addresses. I'll send you a little bit of an autographed shirt or something. How about that? No.
All right, GT. Since we're doing the Q&A right now, and I'm in the building right now, right? I just want to I gotta ask you a question. All right.
Oh God, what is it?
Put the face up. Put the face up. Yeah, we need GT in here. Get him in here.
Face. You want me to put my actual face?
There we go. All right. Here's the question. All right. You find out that your best friend is the G word. I think you know what the G word is. All right.
Gay? Yes. Is that the G word?
I wasn't gonna say it because I'm not trying to get my brother banned on YouTube. But
if the question's not bad, then Oh
no, your answer is gonna tell a lot about yourself here. All right. So you find out your best friend is the G word, and you find out your girlfriend has been cheating on you. Who you more mad at?
With who? Him? With him?
No, with somebody that you hate.
Okay.
Who you more mad at?
The girlfriend, obviously. Why would I be mad at the person becoming out gay? I don't give a fuck.
So you're more mad at your girlfriend cheating? Now, mind you, this gay best friend of yours, he slept in the same bed as you as kids.
Okay.
You don't feel no kind of way about that?
How long has he been gay? How long has he been gay? Let me ask you. His whole life. So, you telling me he's been gay?
Dwayne Wade's son's age.
Dwayne White? Oh gosh. Well, I mean, I'm still mad at the girlfriend.
All right. I agree with I don't know where this is going.
Because I can make amends with the homies. All right, girlfriend cheating on me. I'm sorry. She goes to the streets. All right. If she getting freaky in the sheets, she goes to the streets. That's how we do it.
I respect it.
Live on the Kold Steel Show.
I respect it. I do. All right, that was my question.
He says she's
all right.
The streets. She's no longer welcome in this household. She gotta go, and the homies get free beer, right?
Yeah, Bud Light.
All right, I got another question for you. All right, this is about girlfriend again. Okay.
Oh God.
You walk in your house one day after a long, hard day, and
you
just walk in the house and you find your girl getting slapped from the back from a chick that looks just like young M.A. What are you doing?
Oh. So you telling me? So
your girl reverse cowgirl just. What are you doing?
See, is this girl got like a strap on?
Yeah, like she just pinning your girl, reverse cowgirl style.
I mean, like I said, if she's freaky in the sheets, she belongs to the streets.
You're not gonna get anything else. All right, this just went off the rails.
Hashtag for the streets.
Hey, this is what happens when VC and GT come together. All right.
Yeah, VZ and GT. Maybe something coming soon here. I don't know.
Her own show. We gotta have her on debate show, GT.
I think that would be it. I would tune in right away for that.
I'm with it.
That would be successful. You two together doing just this kind of stuff.
Oh, it'd be great.
Mark Malone says you dive it in, man. You dive in, man. That's what he's saying. Yeah, you joined the party, but
Mark, so you diving in with a whole strap-on chick? Hey, reverse cowgirl on your girlfriend? Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean,
bro.
You gotta have context here.
You a savage, Mark.
He said threesome with two chicks can never be passed up. He's not wrong, but see, like the girl with the strap-on's probably lento, right?
Like, if she looks like me, that's tough.
Yeah, but like if the girl that's got the strap-on isn't into dudes, then it's really just
But if
it's a threesome, but if
it's a chick that got a mustache like me, that's tough.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta mean ass girl.
I'm
I
mad he
mean,
paused, bro. You
she
gotta think
belongs to the
about
street.
that.
I'm sorry.
All right,
We
so
do loyalty only. Only loyalty is our only thing.
By the way, this is
All
how
right,
bad the Steelers are. We're talking about the most random shit.
and I'm not even a Steelers fan yet.
All
so
right,
this is
now
tough.
anybody in the chat got questions for GT? Fire away. All right.
She's gonna be mad at me
I
now
know
for letting
somebody
that
got some
happen.
questions. I know somebody's got some weird, freaky ass questions for me. So, you know.
Mustaches ain't cool.
Oh man, you ain't gonna like GT then. GT got a full ass beard. All right. I got a full ass fucking shit. A few weeks ago during the hurricane, my beard looking like fucking Big Ben with COVID. Shit.
Oh wow.
Remember that video? Yeah, no one. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah. I'm just hearing a whole ad in
Yeah.
like my ears.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm just listening to an ad.
No, hold on.
I hear GT too though, but yeah. Yeah, game over, guys. I'll let
Yeah,
Kold
I'm gonna
Steel
wrap
do
it
his,
up. I'm gonna wrap it up. It already went off the rails. We're probably gonna lose our sponsorship with Seat Geek.
No, I doubt it.
Shout out to Seat Geek.
Yeah, shout out to Seat Geek. Yeah, I plan on going to a few games, so yeah, that sponsorship's needed.
Oh, there you go, right there.
All right, so
Save
88%
$20 off your
wanna
first
see a
order
GT
using
Q&A.
code Kold Steel with a
Ooh,
K.
matter of fact, do another poll right now to save me and ooh.
Where did that end? Where did that end? 87. All right, well, we're gonna do the Q&A next week. Apparently, I like that idea.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, all you got to do, right, is like Tuesday or whatever, go into your community section and just put, all right, doing QEA with GT on Sunday. Drop questions below, and then they do the same thing on Twitter, and then boom, there you go, done. Everyone start asking questions, and then we'll have a fire show.
Yeah, GT belongs on this. Nice Toke says, boy, that was tough. It definitely was. That's why we kind of just went off the rails talking about, strap-ons and lesbians and we lost like half our viewers. They're like, what the fuck is this? The fake fans tuned out, folks.
They don't like to talk about the lesbian.
Who cares, man? I want to structure this show to be different than ESPN, so.
Yeah, like I can damn for sure. The ESPN they talk about no damn lesbos, all right, and strap-ons. I'll tell you that for sure.
Nice Toke says scissoring is better than his team for sure. I mean, what else can we talk about?
I mean,
what else can we talk about?
The hub is all your fantasy needs, all right. I'll just leave it at that.
All right, GT. I'm gonna keep you here, but I'm gonna put you in the high chair so I can close this out because I wanna get away from this computer for a little bit before I go live at 6. Brian says, we should have just watched porn instead of the Steelers. I'm good on that. I'd rather do the action than, the other way.
Well, I think Blondie knows something about that.
Right,
yeah, she definitely does.
Cute exit.
Yep.
This guy's Creative Vision Apparel.store.
And there goes V's. He's heading out. All right, I just muted you, GT. I'm gonna stay on. Don't disconnect because I want to talk to you after this. Yeah. What can I say about the Steelers? I came into this game saying, and let me remove GT's face here because he's now muted. And we got 3 votes. Come on, guys. We got 17 people in here still, I think. And we need more votes. We need votes before this ends because, yeah. GT says I'm in trouble. No, you're fine. You're fine. There's no trouble. Tokes, by the way, Tokes, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be getting off here and hanging out with V's for a little bit. I will be live again tonight at 6 p.m. Why am I beating this bat to death? I don't know. On the other channel, the link is going to be in the community tab. If you go to the main channel homepage, you guys can find the link for that if you want to hang out tonight. Not sure how long I'll be live, but I could see it going like 4 or 5 hours. Truthfully. Yes, we did, Tokes. We definitely did. Oh, boy. Well, that's going to be it for the live stream. We've been live for over 3 hours now. The Steelers suck, but we will be talking about this more in depth on Tuesday, and you guys can expect me to bring real commentary about this team. That said, enjoy the rest of your Sunday if you can. Don't do anything stupid because this team sucks. And hopefully we all get the good news that we need and deserve, which is that Tomlin and company have fired Matt Canada and got him off this team, because that's what needs to happen. But until then, I will see you guys tonight if you tune in. If not, I will see you guys Tuesday for Penguins hockey. You guys take it easy now. Let's go Steelers, I guess. My God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am DJ Yinzer, here to let you guys know that we here at Kold Steel Nation, we appreciate you for tuning in to the broadcast. And if you don't mind, please hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe so that you can get all the latest black and gold news for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Steelers, and what's that other team? Oh, the Pirates. Yes, the Pirates. If you're a Pirates fan, subscribe and make sure you hit that like button. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, I have one more important message for you. This stream is brought to you proudly by Seat Geek, your source for all sports game tickets. And hey, you probably didn't know this, but if you go to checkout and use our code, Kold Steel, you'll save $20 off your first purchase. Huh. I mean, right? So yeah, go over to SeatGeek.com, use our code, Kold Steel, and that's code with a K. Code with a K. You'll get $20 off. But yes, folks, this is DJ Yinzer signing off, and we'll see you guys next time.